What is going on, Ghost Squad? Just chilling out here on a Saturday afternoon where it's nice and gray and cold and windy and all that stuff. Just decided, what the hell? Got nothing else better to do. Let's go live and kind of hang out and just see what happens. Got a couple things that I do kind of want to talk about. Um, Nothing majorly important. Um, Let's see if there's anybody out there listening. Let's see who we got out there on the YouTube side. Night Wolf, what's up, brother? Mike Sykes, what up? Two Live Moo. Midnight Range TM, what's going on? Yeah, like I said, guys, it's just gonna hang out on a Saturday afternoon. What's up, Sean? And talk about a few things, but I don't know if you guys got a chance to listen to the intro music. It's a pretty cool thing. I was searching. The copyright issues with YouTube are interesting at best. So kind of went on YouTube and started looking for covers because you can use covers from different songs. And I found a cat named Tyler Rosen, and Tyler has got an awesome channel. He's an incredibly I'm gonna put you a link to his page. He's an incredibly talented young man, you musician, and so there's the link to his, and he's got a bunch of covers, mostly of Guns N' Roses stuff. But there was a song that he did, I guess it was a Slash cover, um, called "Ghost," and I was like, "Huh, why not check this out?" And it's pretty awesome. And so I was listening to it. I was like, "Oh man, I'd love to use that as some intro music." And so I sent him a message, and here is the link to what my new intro music is going to be. But I sent him a message and said, "Hey man, I love this. Do you care if I use this? I have this show on Tuesday nights." I said, "I want to let you know that it's a pro gun kind of pro Second Amendment show. I would like to use your music as my intro, but I don't know how you feel about the gun thing. But let me know." And he says, "Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'd love for you to use it, and thanks for asking." So, uh, in case you uh, in case you missed it in the beginning, I will go ahead and play the first few seconds of it once again. Just 1 second, guys. All right, so you got that one. He also has a rendition on. I'm keeping my camera off for a second. He has another rendition of "Sweet Child of Mine," and you tell me if this sounds freaking awesome or not. So let's go with this. The cool thing about this is he's playing all instruments: bass, guitar, drums, all that. This kid's really talented. Anyway, so yeah, enough of that. Just want to give a shout out to Tyler Rosen. Thanks, bro, for letting me kind of use your music, and so it's pretty cool. I'm excited about that because he's got some good stuff out there. But I did find the song "Ghost," so that will kind of be my new intro music. I'm kind of digging. I love the John Wayne um, Pledge of Allegiance. I'm still going to use that every now and then. But anyways, yeah. Anyways, that's pretty cool. I went ahead and used it today for the first time, and I thought it was pretty awesome. Let's see here. Thanks. Yeah, leap. Yeah, frog leap is pretty cool also. So yeah. Hey, thanks, Sean. Let's see. Night Wall. That's not freaking bad. Yeah, that kid's pretty good. Um, you've had copyright issues. That is not going to with satirical covers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But this is actually this kid absolutely filmed. He actually filmed himself playing all the instruments and all that. So I don't think this is going to be an issue with it. So, anyways, yeah, but there's a way around. There's loopholes that you can exploit anytime you get. But yeah, just kind of hanging out on a Saturday afternoon. Wanted to say hi and discuss a couple things. uh, was on Caliber Corner this morning with Travis and some other guys, and it was a really good show. Talking about the two-way Capitol rally coming up, talking about how to come together. We've been discussing all of that this whole week, so I didn't want to really make that an integral part of this. I will mention the two-way Capitol rally, and you need to go and check that out on Facebook and all that stuff. But I just thought, we talk so much politics, we talk so much gun stuff all the time. Um, I just wanted to kind of have fun and maybe do some music. Maybe we do some different things. I'm gonna do something that is normally not smart to do, but hell, in a little bit, I'm going to put the link out there into the chat. And if anyone wants to jump on, you can. I'm not going to do that right this second, but I will here in a little bit. I do want to discuss a couple things with Tactical Tuesday coming in. Tuesday night is Halloween. Um, Obviously, the showtime is at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. I know some of you guys will be out doing the Halloween thing with the kiddos. That's great. If not, we'd love to have you. We're going to do a little different show. Uh, it is. We are going to mention the Tulsa. We are going to mention the Capitol rally also because we're getting into crunch time. But we're going to have fun. We're not going to talk as much gun stuff as far as prepared content, as far as itineraries and all that. We're just going to have a kind of a cool little hangout and have a good time. Unfortunately, I am set up in my studio is in my office, so I can't really go out and do a pop, but I might have to film a pop. I might do that. I know Clover's going to have a pop that night later on, so make sure you check that out. But should you be interested in joining the panel Tuesday night, um, obviously, I'd love to have anyone that wants to. I'm unfortunately limited to 9 more people besides myself. But what I want to do is I want to start talking about favorites. Some of the topics that might come up on the show are favorite Halloween candy, least favorite Halloween candy, any cool Halloween stories when we were growing up or anything like that. Just kind of hanging out, talking around a quote unquote campfire, just doing all that stuff. We can tell some ghost stories, some haunted stories. We can talk about favorite movies. I know Clover's done that, but we can kind of wrap all of Halloween into one show. The only prerequisite is in order to join the panel, you're going to have to wear a costume or at least a mask of some sort. So be thinking about that. And, if you're a content creator and you want to do a satirical costume of your channel or your uh, name or your anything like that. I mean, obviously, the tactical leprechaun would be a cool one. You don't have to wear the mask, Clover, the whole time if you don't want. I just would like to start out at least with some masks and stuff like that to bring in the whole spirit of Halloween. And right after our show, I'm sure Night Strike will have his normal hit or miss show. It might be a miss. I don't know. It's usually not for Halloween. But after that, I do believe that Clover is going to be doing a lawn chair chat outside on Halloween. Um, yeah, I'm thinking about going as like a tactical ghost. Kind of have fun with that. That'd be kind of interesting. Um, Out of a paper plate and rubber band. Yeah, Clove. You got to do what you got to do. Um, but I know that Clover's going to be doing his chat, and he's going to be Clove. If you want to come in here in a little bit, I tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put the link out there in case anybody. I know I'm really not supposed to, but I don't care. I trust everybody out there, and I can always eject them if I don't like them. If you want to join in, like I said, we're just kind of hanging out today, and come on in and have a good time. Um, but yeah, Clover's going to be doing his later on that night. He's got a jack-o'-lantern pop, I think, planned, or at least he's been talking about it. I know he might have a Halloween giveaway going on, but I think he's at one point we were talking. I think he's planning on maybe doing a little bonfire or at least a campfire type thing. Mike says he wants to wear a mask of Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, that would be a scary mask. But there are people out there that think she's attractive. I'm not one of them, but we have had people. Pants says "Nom Nom Pelosi." There you go. but there have been people to mention the fact that okay, so he's not necessarily going to do a bonfire, but he is going to do a Mexican chimney. That's pretty cool. Um, be careful how you do the ghost costume depending on your neighborhood. Well, I'll be at work in the studio, so I'm not going to scare a whole lot of people. But I've got a couple good ideas. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, just kind of hanging out. Uh, watch some college football here in Arkansas. We don't have a professional team, so yeah, Arkansas Razorbacks are playing Ole Miss today and won on a last-second field goal. So the state of Arkansas is pretty happy. What's up, Scott? Just kind of hanging out today, bro. Had nothing going on. Not a whole lot going on gun channels as far as live stuff after Rick's life got done. So I said, why not? Let's try this and just kick it on in and see if we can just have a good time bullshitting. Do you guys have any topics you want to talk about? Like I said, the link is out there in the chat, so you're more than welcome to join in on the Hangouts. And if you have anything to talk about, just let's have it. This is like kind of no holds barred, just whatever. So let's have a good time with it. I'm just bored today, so I figure let's go hang out with the buddies online and see what happens. Let's see here. Did I miss anything in the chat? I don't think so yet. Des Midnight says Despop, but if you get scared on Halloween, you may have a Desplop. Yeah. Any of you got Cinemax? Check out Mike Judge's Tales from the Tour Bus. I have not heard of that. Might have to go check that out. Midnight up there earlier says good caliber corner this one. Yeah, it was good caliber corner. Travis does a really good. Travis P11 does a really good job. So, um, let's see. Nightwolf says, "How about your best EDC knives and other EDC gear?" Well, I'm not a big knife guy. I do have a couple knives that I have gotten over the years. I've never actually, well, I bought a couple knives, but not for EDC. I have never actually bought any knives. I've won a couple at shoots or in drawings or something like that. One of them that, well, pocket knife that I do carry now. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but it's a pretty awesome little pocket knife that I got in a drawing from CloverTac on a patron giveaway. It's a little Smith and Wesson pocket knife. So yeah, I'll put that in my pocket every now and then. I guess I could probably don't need it since I'm sitting at work. I really don't have to have my holster on, but that is what I'm carrying right now. My Phobos holster outside the waist for this one, since I'm wearing a jacket. But all right, weapon is clear now. That is my everyday carry. It is a Smith & Wesson M&P Shield 9mm. So, yeah, that's that. Let me get this round put back in. Oh, if you want to know, I do use on my everyday carry. This is a Hornady Critical Defense hollow point. So, in case y'all care, but that is my self-defense round. That's what I carry on my EDC. A lot of times during the winter, I will go to my Glock 19. It's typically a little bit bulky for summertime for me, but wintertime when I'm wearing jackets and fleece and stuff like that, I will typically start to carry my Glock 19 during the wintertime. So let's see here. Mike Sykes says, I would wear my old army greens, but I don't want to frighten the devil dogs. Pards. I'd say this tongue in cheek, but there ain't nothing about the damn army that's gonna scare me. Ha ha! Just kidding. Let's see here. Hemi, what's up, bro? Hemi says Ohio State not looking so hot. Yeah, I haven't checked the score, but Ohio State, Penn State, it's gonna be a hell of a football game. It may sound like Penn State's winning the way Hemi's talking, so I don't know. Scott Pacini says going to go pick up his SKS tomorrow. Sweet. Have fun with that. Favorite range drills from Mike Sykes. I don't have any like favorite range drills. I really just like doing drills in general. I tell you a drill that you're going to see on Tuesday when I upload the November side of Drill of the Month is coming out Tuesday. Now, if you're a patron of mine over on Patreon, I released that video and that drill to my patrons yesterday. So they're going to get a 4 or 5 day head start on the Drill of the Month. But it's called 16 Candles, and it's a really cool drill, so hope you guys like it. If you're a patron of mine, you've already seen the video, let me know what you think. But this was going to kind of incorporate a score to a little competition in there this month of November. So if you have seen it, then let me know what you guys thought of it. If you haven't yet, it is on Patreon, but it's for patrons only. So the only way you're going to get in there is if you go and become a patron of mine, which I would greatly appreciate. But if not, hey, don't worry about it. I appreciate you guys watching. Let's see. The SKS is fun. Nightwolf, sweet, really, yeah, man. Scott, it's Norinco too, but I'm gonna have to unbub it. I like that. The pant says drill of the month, Milwaukee 18 volt. Midnight says you can't use the link on mobile. Do you want me to Midnight? Do you want me to send an email to you? I will if you want to jump in. That'd be cool. If you want to, just let me know and I'll send an email to you with the link. If you're able to jump in, I'd love to have you. Um, like I said, I'm just kind of hanging out today, guys. Not really talking about anything. I tell you what we can do is let's kind of go through the room out there on the chat and see what everybody's current. You know, and some people like myself, we change between summertime and wintertime and all that. So let's hear what your guys' everyday carry loadout is. Whether it's just a one gun, if you carry a backup gun, if you carry a knife as well. I want to hear what everybody's current EDC loadout is. So let's. Um, all right, Midnight, I will send you an email real quick. Let's see here. Compose to link. Get the link first. No, actually, I already have it right there. Paste and send. All right, bro. I sent it out there. You should be getting it anytime soon. Let's see here. What's up, Mel the Nut? What's going on, bro? So I just shot you an email, but I'll go ahead and post it. This is kind of hanging out, guys. This is just a Saturday afternoon, got nothing else to do. Let's hang out with some buddies. So if you want to join, I know this is typically what I go against, but I know everyone here. I'm not worried about it. So there you go. There's the link to the hangout. If you want to join in, I'd love to have anyone that just wants to hang out and talk and all that. We got Clover in the hizzy. What's up, bro?
Hey, bud.
How
Yeah,
you doing?
I'm well. I'm
Good.
well.
So you're working on some audio video stuff. You got some new stuff, or you just working on how to?
No, I mean I've had some problems with the launcher chat, and I don't want any problems come Halloween night for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I just got too much planned. So running through, I've moved my router around, playing with some location things on it, and trying to get a little better signal. I think that's what I'm dealing with is maybe a signal issue, and
Oh, okay.
just tweaking out some things like that. I want it to go as well as possible, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. Looking forward to it, man. Let's see. We got a couple of comments out there already. The pants. His EDC loadout is the Ruger LCRX in a Galco Combat Master holster, a Phoenix PD-35 Light, and an Ontario Rat 2 knife. Looking for a holster for the P229 for the wintertime. Um, I tell you, I had him on my show. A month or two ago, because I was just happened to be looking for a holster and found he happened to be from Arkansas, but um, I actually ordered a holster from him, and I think Foose did also from Klinger Holsters, and they've got some really cool holsters, and I'm going to put the link in there for you, pants. Oh shit! Don't want to do that. That's not what I wanted to do. If you try to copy the link from the Google search, it gives you like a 13-page link. So I actually need to click on the link before I copy the link. But it's called klingerholsters.com. All right, here's the link. There you go. They've really got some good holsters, and they've got them for, I mean, every gun you could possibly think of. So if you're looking for a P229 for the wintertime, obviously, if you're looking for the wintertime, I'm guessing that means outside the waist. Um, Phobos, like I said, mine's a Phobos, and it's a cheap $25-$30 holster. But I actually like Phobos a lot. They're real comfortable, especially with the paddle for outside the waist. Yeah, I like them a lot. So yeah, go for it. Let's see here. Mike Sykes says his Glock 17 with a Hornady Tap XS Big Dot and the Silencer Co. threaded barrel inside and NSR Tactical inside the waistband holster. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Glock 17, that's a good one. Night Wolf says he carries the Glock 19 Gen 3. That's what I love. And the Smith & Wesson Homeland Security Urban Titanium Camo Folding Knife. There you go. Yeah, I don't know if you were seeing earlier, Clover, but there's a Smith & Wesson knife that I got, and I am carrying it in my pocket now. It's not necessarily a great self-defense knife, but it is an awesome little pocket knife. So
No,
thank you for that. And
it's a straight up, utility, range
yeah,
knife, pocket knife. Yeah, definitely.
let's see. Hemi says he's carrying a Chiappa Rhino 200DS outside the waist, Gerber '06 automatic, Boker Mini Kalishnikov auto, and an Olight S1A baton. You carrying a baton? Sweet. Go for it, Hemi. I like that. You don't see too many. I don't know if you do, Clover, but you don't hear too many people carrying batons anymore.
No.
It's pretty cool, though. I like that.
Some places you're not allowed.
That's true.
Yeah, we talked about that once before.
Yeah.
And I don't remember, but there was a lot of states where they're not allowed.
It's weird you can carry a pistol, but you can't carry a deadly
Baton.
weapon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't have a pointy stick, but you can have
Right,
it.
right. Yeah, it's pretty goofy.
Yeah,
sure.
we got a couple guys jumping in. Mel the Nut, what's going on? You
Hey,
doing all right today, bro?
I'm doing great. I got to shoot my M1 Garand, so I'm in a happy place.
Yeah, I bet you are in a happy place. And we got the other Travis, Midnight Range TM, Chef Trav. What's up,
Hey,
brother?
what's happening, buddy?
Living the dream, man. Living the
Yeah,
dream.
yeah. I had to run out to the market here, so I figured I'd jump in.
Yeah, like I said, I got finished watching Rick's life, and I like old Rick, man. He's a funny guy. I like Rick, but I'm sitting here going, really nothing going on. So I said, what the hell? Let's fire this up, and I got a couple things I want to talk about here in a little while. But other than that, I'm just kind of hanging out, doing nothing. Let's see here. Back to the chat. Two live move. Today's EDC is Smith & Wesson 340 with two speed strips with a Corbon 357. Galco inside the waistband and a Benchmade Griptilian. Nice. The old Smith & Wesson 340. Very good. What's up, Triple D? Congrats, I guess, on the I saw Travis P11's update on Nebraska. I guess you guys did secure the Capitol building, so that's awesome. Good job. Let's see. Sean Callanan, M&P Shield 40 with extra mag. Smith & Wesson 4-inch folding knife with a window breaker and seatbelt cutter and a small multi-tool. There you go. Scott Pacini, winner EDC is a P239 and a Galco Jackass shoulder rig. 8-round mag in the pistol and two 10-round mags, I guess, either on the belt or on the holster. I guess some holsters will have the mag, extra mags on the shoulder holster, but let's see here. Oh, he's saying the Olight baton. He says the Olight baton is a flashlight. Oh, okay. I saw baton and figured you were carrying a baton, so it is a flashlight. I got you. Let's see here. Triple D EDC is a Shield 9, no external safety, and Allen. Is that Alien Gear or is it Allen? It could be either way. Tuck 3.0, shapeshift is in order, and a Kershaw fatback knife. Yeah, okay. Down here is Alien Gear. Okay. Mel and well, I guess I could read it to you. He just said he just shot the M1 Grand. So What do you think of it, Mel?
Can I get rid of the mute button? Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries.
I loved it, man. I like I said, I shot that thing a ton with blanks in it, and to finally take it out to 200 yards and plunk steel with it, that was fun.
Yeah, it's a badass gun. If you can't have fun doing that, then we got to worry about you a little bit. That's awesome. Did your daughter go with you?
Nah, it was a lone day at the range, all by myself.
Okay.
All the kids had something else to do, so wanted to test my loads, make sure that they worked, and I didn't buy any store-bought rounds for this one. This is the first gun that I picked up all brass and hand reloaded, and I haven't bought a single round for it.
Now, do you reload on a general? I mean, do you reload most of the time, or is this your first reload also?
This is my first reload with the M1. So
Okay.
I've been loading a lot of 223. I reload my 357, mostly because I can load it kind of as a 38, and then I don't get the 38 powder rings in my revolver.
Yeah. I wasn't able to make it last night. I was preoccupied with family stuff. But how did the chat go last night, Chloe? Did y'all do a lot of reloading talk?
Oh yeah, yeah. They got pretty specific on some of the details.
Cool.
We definitely expanded over Wednesday. So
Okay, yeah, I have to go back and watch that. I got caught up in a family thing, and
I think
not
it turned
a
out
bad thing at
pretty
all. Just a
well.
good thing. It was a Friday night movie night. Daughter came home, and we decided to watch movies. So there you go.
It happens.
It happens, and I would have loved to have been there, but we don't get to hang out with her very often. So she's a college girl with a big social life and all that. But so we just kind of hung out and relaxed. So I'm glad you guys had fun. Mel, did you happen to catch Clover's reloading video show last night?
I did not. I need to do that because I've got lots of questions. Because it's not like I've been reloading forever. I'm new to it, but so far everything I've done has turned out well. So I'm kind of happy about it. But
yeah, and see, I don't reload.
Question after question about reloading.
Yeah, see, I don't reload. So, but the other night on Wednesday night on Clover's Next Gen show, was it Wednesday? I think it was. I think it was Wednesday.
Yeah.
On the Next Generation show, we were talking about reloading with kids and all that. And I don't reload, but I've always been fascinated by it because I've always heard from buddies of mine that do reload say once you start, it's very addicting, and it can overtake parts of your life that I don't have that time to begin with, so I don't need to add another hobby. But I am fascinated by it, so I was really hoping to be there last night, but I couldn't. I'll have to rewatch it. In the future.
I'll tell you what, Clover's got hit on something with that reloading with the future generation. My 15-year-old who has ADD pretty bad, has no problem reloading whatsoever. He's
really just focus, the hyper focus. You mean?
He wants to concentrate on.
That's awesome. Well, and my daughter has ADD. We found out when she was in freshman year of college, but when she finds something that she's extremely interested in, she can almost like hyper focus, and I think that's maybe an aspect of ADD. I'm not really sure, but if you can find something for these kids, and if they get into reloading, that could be not only teaching them something about the gun side of their lives and all that, but obviously they'll enjoy it. So that's awesome. I'm glad she enjoys the reloading side.
It's also a good thing for those that are OCD as well. There's a lot of those out there.
I bet.
Yeah, it satisfies my OCD a lot because everything's perfect. I have to load in 50s or 25s because I got to fill the box or I've got to fill a mag. It works well with OCD.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm not necessarily OCD with it, but with other things in life. But when I reload, I measure every round. I reset it if I have to. Like, I'm kind of crazy with it. Yeah, you can get a little nutty for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Clover, here's a question for you on reloading. Do I need to crimp my rounds?
Need to? No, not necessarily.
Okay. Why do you crimp them then?
Well, we talking rifle or pistol, first of all, or shotgun? Rifle. Tension. Especially in an auto loader. If you don't got a certain amount of neck tension, the force of it jamming, for every action, there's equal and opposite reaction, correct?
Right.
So you jam that round into a chamber on an auto loader, the reaction is the projectile moves backwards which diminishes case capacity. It creates almost a compressed load, which can increase pressure.
Okay.
You feel me?
That and also with high caliber, or not high caliber, high recoil rifles with box magazines. When your rifle recoils, those rounds can go front and actually hit the tip against the inside of the magazine and do the same thing. They can set back.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then with with auto loaders, pistols, you usually do a really light crimp too, or if
Well, I
if
mean,
you want
with
to, if you
pistols,
want to.
with pistol, you have to flare to get the projectile in. So, I mean, there's a
Right.
certain amount of, it's not really necessarily crimping, but you have to at least crimp the flare out, I guess would be the way to say it.
Yeah, because I've noticed those Lee dies. They don't necessarily crimp, but when you're using the bullet setter, if you put it all the way home, it puts just a light crimp on it. It's not like an actual crimping die, but it does put a bit of a crimp on it.
Yeah, no,
different.
all of your dies pretty much have in the seating die, they have the ability to crimp. Now, what kind of crimp that is kind of depends on the die, whether it's a taper crimp or a roll crimp or whatever. I think most pistols in your basic die sets are going to be roll crimp, and unless you get really really crazy with it, and I'm talking about when you're setting that die up, once you run your ram up, once you run it down to the till it touches the case, an empty case, then I'm talking half a turn to 3/4 of a turn or greater. You're not really even going to notice that there's a crimp there.
Okay. See, good stuff. I'm glad you started this, Ghost.
It's you learn something all the time.
And there's plenty of myself, Rick, obviously, Midnight, Foose, another good source. Meggy is into it. Squib. I'm trying to think of all the guys over here on GunChannels that reload. So I mean,
I want to say, does Travis P?
Yeah, yeah.
He doesn't.
I'm pretty sure he does.
I don't think so. But
Oh,
I
he
will
does?
say
Okay.
he did a caliber corner 2 weeks in a row with reloading, and it got pretty in depth. It actually got more in depth than I thought it was going to. So if you liked Clover's show, check out Caliber Corner too, because that was really good.
Yeah, those were some good ones that I recall.
Yeah, we got really in depth in that one. We talked about primers and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, it was cool. It's a fun subject, man. I like it.
It is, and I'm trying to learn more and more about it. Because like I said, it's interesting to me. I wish I had the time to add another hobby.
Yeah.
I at this point in my life, I don't. I'm already stretched thin enough. But a buddy of mine lives around the corner here. He does it a lot, and so every now and then I'll go after Sunday afternoon or something. I'll go over to his place and have a couple beers or something, and we'll just hang out while he's reloading. And it's fun to watch him because he's relaxed, and for him, that's his getaway.
Well,
so that's pretty cool.
I was
What's up,
gonna say
Foul
too, Ghost. If
What's up, Bob?
if you want to, if you got a buddy that does it and you want to see if you like it or not, really, if he's okay with you using his setup, you could buy your own dies and just go over to his house, screw them in,
I didn't think about that.
And for maybe $100, get yourself into being able to reload for your. I mean, if you reload 9 for your competition, if you want to load a heavy 9 or something.
Yeah.
Just go
I
over
never
there
even
one
thought about
afternoon.
that. That'd be kind of fun. Absolutely,
Yeah.
that'd be fun. Yeah.
If I was you and you only wanted to load one caliber, that's what I'd do. Go bring the dude a case of beer, and be like, "Hey, I'm going to load today. Here, why don't you help me out?"
Yeah. Well, I would get my 9 from my ammo sponsor that I shoot with.
Oh, that's right.
Code 1 Ammo. Let's throw a little plug out there. I want to say Code 1 Ammo, but yeah. But no, I mean, I'd love to get some 5.56, and my next purchase is probably going to be an AK pistol. So obviously, I'll need some 7.62 by 39.
I just started reloading that actually.
So that would be something that maybe, I don't know. I'm going to ask you guys this is starting out in the reloading. Now, my buddy could probably walk me through it and help me. But starting out and reloading, is a 5.56 or 7.62, is that a mistake, or does it really matter how you
On
know?
7.62, the AK platform, just fair warning on this, two things. First of all, to get boxer primed brass
Okay.
Right.
is not the easiest thing in the world to obtain. I mean, most of the mill serps can be steel case, whatever, blah, blah, blah,
Right.
and or Bernan primed. So brass can be a little tricky.
Okay.
Second part of 7.62 and the AK platform, like I said, if you had one of the CZ bolt rifles or something like that, not a problem all day, every day. Just be aware with that AK. AK chews brass up pretty good. So
Yeah.
you're not going to have an issue where you've sized it so many times that the brass is weak. You're going to have an issue where the AK just beats it to death.
Yeah, it puts a real nasty ding in the side. But and a lot of people say, like, people would ask me, they're like, oh, why the hell are you loading for an AK? That doesn't make sense. It's so cheap. Buy the cheap stuff. But I like the ability to have. I wanted the ability to make my own rounds if I have to, and I wanted to be able to make a premium round without paying like crazy money for it.
Well,
Because
Sure.
yeah, and there's not a lot in your 7.62. I mean,
Right.
you've got basically you can find match hollow point, which is not the same as a hollow point.
right,
You can find match hollow point. You can find soft tip, and you can find FMJs. There's really no
Right.
ballistic tip. There's no conventional hollow point.
right,
So if you load for it, I mean, at least you have some purpose-driven variety, I guess you could say.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. Like, I started looking at you can buy the Hornady SSTs, but they're still a steel case, even though it's like the Z Max. It's still a steel cased ammo. So I started loading the SSTs in brass, and it's really pretty, man. It's cool. It's really pretty looking round. It's actually, if you go to VidMe, that's what I'm holding up in my background is a 7.62 SST that I loaded.
Okay.
And I'll tell you
Now,
what.
Bob's out there. He's saying he got something in the mail that us Americans can't get in the mail. So
Moose meat.
please share, Bob, if you'd like to join in on this. There's the link. Come on in. Glaucoma mess. That's what Two Life Moose says. Are you talking about the glaucoma herb? The oregano that gets used? Let's see here. Did he get his pants? Says he got his P250. What? Hemi says for 225 he got 1,000 rounds of Wolf 123 grain shipped to his door. Can't beat that. No, you can't. That's pretty damn good, actually.
And that's part of the reason, though, to reload is you can make match grade ammo for cheap brass price.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely times where it doesn't make sense monetarily, but it makes sense quality wise and by
Yeah.
far.
Well, it's
And
like one of
yeah,
those things where if I'm going to get an AK pistol, what I would probably think about doing is just going to get some regular cheap 7.62 and just go out of the range and fire it and have a good time. But if I were to want to, now you tell me, is it better to go buy cheap 7.62 just to shoot, and then if I'm going to reload with my buddy, reload a nicer brass? I mean, I don't know if I'd use it
well,
in the house or not, being 7.62, but
there's kind of two
I
ways to
don't
look
know.
at it. Like I bought, and this is what Clover said too. Like the brass gets pretty beat up with 7.62, but I went and bought some really cheap, inexpensive privy partisan,
Yeah,
and shot it up. I shot it at the range, picked it all up, and I did even after the first shooting, there was a couple of cases that I was like, man, that's a pretty deep ding. I'm gonna get rid of it.
yeah,
But if you're gonna go shoot anyway, I lost maybe 5% the first time I shot it. But I'm not planning to shoot this at the range. I'm planning to work up a really good load and have it as a premium round that I'm going to use maybe, I don't know, for zombies and stuff, whatever. I don't know. But but
no, I hear what you're saying. I hear what
but
you're saying.
if I had to do it over again, I think I would still do the same thing rather than buy brand new brass because I was
Yeah,
going to shoot it anyway. What the hell?
absolutely.
It gets you out to the range one more time.
Oh crap! I forgot to put that. Let me do this real quick on the gun channel side. I thought I did it, but I guess I made a mistake. Someone had to go in and
Steak. Good chat.
yeah. Oh hell! Don't do that to me. Let's see here. I'm going to insert media. I thought I did this before, but I guess it might not have taken. So real quick on the Gun Channel side, let me update so you guys can watch it over there. You got Moon Food and G-Webs and G-Webs. If you're interested, I will. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I must not have hit save on it. So sorry about that. It is now. You can refresh and you will have it on the Gun Channel side. I think I just forgot to hit save overview on that. That's my fault. I'm just a dumb Marine, so you have to forgive me at times. Those jarheads aren't the brightest tools in the shed. Do I hear Bob out there?
You do?
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Good. I got my package.
I can recognize that laugh anywhere.
Yep.
Bob's talking about his package again.
Yeah, I got a package in the mail.
And you gonna show us?
You guys can't get this in the mail. Well, you can get this, but you can't get it mailed to your house. So I'm even going to do a special. I'm going to use my Sykes Fairbanks custom-made knife, Ghost Town made for me, Damascus steel, Sykes Fairbanks. Gotta love that. So yeah, came in the mail. Picked it up at the post office. Just because I use a post office box. But yeah, I'm gonna cut myself. I can see it. That'd be a
I was
first.
gonna say, Bob, Jesus, take it easy, buddy.
Yeah, that'd be a first, right?
Actually, we'll be calling him Nine Fingers Bob from now on.
Oh, I was sharpening this thing the other day and cut myself with it. Damascus, you can put such an edge on it, it's crazy. But beautiful knife. And like, you want a custom made knife? Like, talk to Ghost Town. Custom knives. But yeah, what is it? It is big. Yeah, I finally broke down, bought a plastic gun. Didn't actually realize it was plastic when I bought it, but ooh, sweet. So there it is. Nice little SIG 250.
SIG 250. That's beautiful.
Oh yeah, came in the mail.
How's it feel? How's it feel in your hand right now?
I'm just trying to. Man, that's nice. Actually, that feels almost. Oh, geez, I love these sights. No, that's nice. Woohoo! Striker fired. Just brand new, so it should
just a little gun porn right out of the box for you guys. See, we bring it all for you. We bring a little gun porn, but it's the unwrapping of the gun porn which makes it even more fun.
Oh, the coolest part's come in the mail. Yeah, it's like, I mean, we have some of the stupidest gun laws in Canada, but at least you can get a pistol mailed to your house.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is that your first SIG or?
Yeah. Oh, the only other pistols I owned were a Blackhawk, a Colt single action, and a Browning high power. Oh, everybody's telling me the trigger was shit on these things. They're lying. It's a little bit long of a pull because it's DA only, but holy shit, is that thing nice?
Yeah. Yeah, SIG makes some good stuff, man. Really good stuff.
Oh man. Yeah, this
over there on the Gun Channel side, G is out there, and Moon. I sent you guys links. Moon, I was hoping you were going to get in and talk about the Gun News Network. If you're interested, hop on in, bud. I sent you a chat message on Gun Channel, so come on over and let's talk about Gun News Network if you want to.
Oh, don't point as good as the Browning. It might take some getting used to, but oh yeah, not bad. Oh, I love that trigger. Yeah. I like double action on revolvers, but this is the first time I've had a DA on that. Oh, I can't wait to take this thing to the range. That's my new carry gun now. Boy, it's light too.
G wanted to remind you that you didn't even clear it before you start pointing towards the camera.
Did too. I cleared it.
Let's go back up here. Scott Pacini says he's got 200 rounds of PPU soft point 7.62, runs great as Zastava. Let's see here. G says, start aiming it right at us, U.S. citizens. Like, that's like war, no? He's being all Kim Jong-un with that thing. Bob is now an expert on its trigger. 3 pulls. What caliber is it? Josh Aguirre wants to know what caliber is that, Bob?
Oh, it's 9 mil.
Okay.
Yeah,
And G has to throw away in the 40 Smith just because he, because he likes to do that.
yeah.
And Phoenix is out there trying to pawn off some Ghost Tactical stuff that he's created without my consent, trying to make a dime off me. He said for limited time only, Ghost Tactical brand Floby 1995 operators are standing by. That's sell all you can, man. Just give me my cut. I don't care what you sell. I'm happy with that. This camera don't matter. What?
I can put a light on this.
That's the one good thing about SIGs, guys, is if you've ever owned a SIG, they are pretty customizable. They're very, very shooter friendly as far as being able to add and modify it. It's probably I think Glock's probably more customizable, or at least there might be more customizable options out there. But SIG is, you can do a lot of stuff with SIGs, man.
SIG is a lot more modular than Glock.
Yeah. Clover is always good with the wordage.
Words mean things. Had an English teacher. She used to say, use your words. Words mean things. Use your words.
Hey, well,
That always stuck with me.
So if anybody has any spare SIG mags that'll fit this, that are normal capacity instead of these god-awful new 10-round ones, when I come south, I'm going to be wanting some. So anybody's got any to get rid of, let me know. Oh, man,
Pants, holy hell. Pants, oh my God, I'm going to put this link out there just because it's worth it. Pants put a link on the gun channel side. It said 2,300. He says, here's just a little brass to start you out with. It says 2,300 pounds, fired brass, 5.56, all certified by the government. The picture they have is pretty awesome. I'm going to put this link out there. It's pretty cool. 2,300 pounds of brass if anyone's interested in 5.56 brass.
Cool.
Let's see here.
There's so much of that out there.
Yeah, Pacini says, personally, I think the quality on new SIG's horrible. He'll take the old one any day. Phoenix says, what? Yeah, I'm not even going to mention that.
I'll tell you what, if you're able to get in on some of the government surplus auctions, and I'm not sure nowadays what they have because this has been years ago, but I've got a buddy, disabled vet, and of course he gets like +2 preferred bid or something on those government auctions. But anyway, we ended up buying 1,000 rounds of came out of Quantico, and it was 308 federal gold medal match brass. And we ended up getting like 1,000 rounds of that stuff, and it was cheap. I don't even remember what now, but the shipping was more than the brass, and it was crazy.
Bob G wants a Canadian desk pop. I mean, if you're gonna break it in, you might as well break it in the right way, and that's one hell of a way to break it in.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Maybe if it was out in the trailer, I might do it. Just open the window, but make sure there's no horses in the way. Man, this is nice.
How's the mag release on it? Pretty smooth?
Oh yeah, it just drops.
Good. Yeah.
What was the you were considering too, Bob? I don't remember what the other one was. What was it?
The other one was the Smith & Wesson.
There you go.
Yeah.
2.0 or what?
What was that one? Yeah, I don't even remember now. I got so excited when I finally decided to get this one.
Yeah.
Crap. Yeah. It was Smith & Wesson 9 mil. Basic.
Might have been a 2.0. They've got a 2.0 compact that came out that I'm really looking to get my hands on and shoot that. It looks pretty awesome, but yeah. Hey, all right. So G-Webs is out there, and he wants to start up a drinking game. Since it is Saturday afternoon and it's football time, might as well. He says, we're going to drink every time Bob's finger hits the trigger.
Better drink a lot then.
So I think Bob can help us out with that. How drunk do you want to get, G?
That'd be
Yeah,
something.
Nightwolf says, Bob, you look like a kid in the candy store right now. He do. You look happy. You look happy. I don't know if he's more happy because he's got a cig now, or is he happy because he got it in the mail? I'm not real sure.
A little bit of both. I mean, we have such shitty laws. When we actually have one that's better than yours, it's kind of like, oh, that's just, yeah, it's a bonus.
Yeah.
I like that. I wonder if my holster will fit it. It's weird, though, to have a plastic gun.
Welcome to the dark side.
Yeah, no kidding. But I want something just as a beater gun to carry, so yeah, this is way better than my high power. Oh, yeah. I like
There
this.
he goes, fanning the camera again.
Oh, yeah.
I remember it was a couple months ago, Yankee did a video of some sort, and he was getting just destroyed in the comment section for fanning the camera. I'm like, really, people, it's a camera. That's a one hell of a magic bullet, first of all, you know. He can come out and touch you through YouTube.
Possibly the one that they shot at Kennedy might have worked.
Very well could be.
You know?
Two Live Moves says, Bob, the SIG P250 17-round mags are only $35.99 on Midway USA. Are you allowed to have 17-round mags up there?
No, I have to order them and ship them to my post office box down there.
Well, you're getting ready to come down here, aren't you?
Yeah, January should be.
There you go.
Yep.
Let's see
But my
here.
post office box is all the way in Arizona, and that means that I got to drive all the way from the Canadian border all the way to Arizona with only 10-round magazines. That's gonna suck.
Well, I would avoid Chicago if at all possible.
Oh, it's really, man. I go straight on down.
There you go.
Point the nose of the RV. Point the nose just south and hit this. Keep going until it gets warm.
What kind of beer are you drinking? Let's see the beer.
Labatt Light. Yeah, it's got
There
polar
you
bear
go.
on it.
Get a polar bear on it. That can't be bad.
Nope. Yeah, as long as it's real cold. It's kind of like Coors Light, but a little bit better taste, but not much.
Yeah.
But, I have to drink light beer because I got to watch my figure.
Your figure?
Oh, yeah. Don't want all the ladies getting upset when I take my shirt off, right?
I think you're gonna have to get past that. I think it's already,
They don't like them tactical rolls,
tactical moves.
Tactical muffin top.
Yeah. Gotta stay stuck.
All right. Well, guys, I did want to bring up one thing. I want to say the reason why I started this is it has been basically 4 months since I've kind of been on YouTube.
It's your 4 months.
It was 4 months this week.
4 months. That's 4 months. You're never getting back, Ghost. I'm just telling you.
It's 4. You're right. It is 4 months, and I'm never ever getting back. But it's been about 4 months since I've been on YouTube, and the cool thing about it is I started out doing this because a couple people said, man, I should do a video on IDPA for beginners on what kind of gear to start out. And I literally shot it with a cell phone and at the range. Just I had no video editing software that I was using. I just shot it, and it is what it is. But 4 months later, and I am sitting, which is crazy to me, I'm sitting at 495 subs. I know that is nowhere near what most people have, but in 4 months, it's mind-blowing to me that there are 495 people out there that seem to think that what I have to say is enjoyable enough to hit that subscribe button. So I want to say thank you to everybody out there that has subscribed, and if I'm able to get to 500, which hopefully I should be able to get 5 more subs in the next few days. But if I'm able to get to 500 subs by Tuesday, I think there might be a 500 sub giveaway somewhere. So So thank you guys once again for supporting the channel and liking all the stuff that we're doing. What's up, Patriot? Speaking of one of my supporters right there, he's my special ops patron over there. So let's see. Pacini says Bob needs to get an Alexander Keith's.
I have drank it.
What's that?
I have drank Alexander Keith. It's good beer.
Yeah, and I wanted to give. There are some people out there that have been around, and 04 Hemi. My very first attempt at a live Tactical Tuesday, I had my local sheriff on, and he was in the same room because I couldn't figure out how to work Hangout, so he had to come to my shop, and we did all that. And 04 Hemi, aside from family and friends, was the very first viewer that was on the very first show, and he said he's been here since day one, and thanks for all the vids and chats. No, I want to thank you, Hemi. You have literally been here since day one, and I really appreciate you. You're always here. All these guys, you all are very, very, you know, I don't know what the word to use, but you've been very loyal to me and the channel, and you've been very loyal to Clover and G and Night Strike and everyone that's putting content out there, and to Bob on the Daily Gun Show. Most of these guys are loyal to all of them, all of the content creators. So I think I speak for everyone, and to say thank you to everyone out there. It's been a cool 4 months, and I look forward to a lot more. But the fact that there's almost 500 people that are willing to watch my stuff is mind blowing to me. So thank you guys for all that. And let's see, Nightwolf says you're fucking awesome, brother. Well, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Simplify. Phoenix, oh come on, Ghost. He'll subscribe to Midnight Range. He'll subscribe to anyone.
That's bullshit,
funny.
man. Bullshit.
I thought that's pretty damn funny, Travis.
Poor me, the low man on the totem pole. Man,
I got. That's impressive. You got 400, almost 500 subs. Because I mean, I've been on GunChannels for about 4 years, and I've been putting out videos for maybe a little bit longer than that. And I've only got about 800 subs. So, of course, mine aren't in.
My goal has just been to surpass Bob. If I can ever surpass Bob on some, I'm happy.
That ain't that hard. I think Edge was. I think I had way more subs than Edge at one time, and now he's like so far past me. It's not even funny.
It's kind of been an interesting week to begin with. I got monetized as of last Monday. You have to reach 10,000 views to be monetized, and I reached it on Monday. And I think I've earned like 31 cents or something. It's kind of hilarious. But the fact that I've got 10,000 views is another one. So it's kind of like two kind of, for me, pretty big milestones in 1 week is getting monetized and then / being screwed by YouTube already. And then a 500 sub mark. It's pretty kind of a cool thing. But, I was talking with Clover last week that I was getting really, really close. I was within like 100 or 200 views to getting monetized, like maybe Saturday or something. I said, well, I'm getting ready to find out how many of my stuff gets flagged immediately. Sure enough, I get monetized like Monday night. So I go on Tuesday and I post, I think, an update video for a 2A Capitol rally, and it's a 10-minute video. And literally within 1 minute of hitting publish, it got flagged. And I was like, well, how is a 10-minute video getting flagged within 1 minute? Obviously it's the computer algorithm, but Clover said, give it a day or so. Sure enough, it has come back and everything's green and all that stuff. So I just thought it was funny that, I hit publish my very first video, able to be monetized, and it gets flagged within a minute. So go figure.
Well, that's something that hopefully will line itself out.
Yeah.
I was talking with Travis P11 on that earlier, and you talk about all the guys out there and all the great support that we have, and we support each other. So I mean, it's not, it's just, it seems like it's just one big family almost. It's pretty nice, but I think the game is changing on YouTube, and I think that's part of the squabble going on with some of these bigger channels. Is them trying to deal with that change, and I don't know. Maybe I'm hopelessly optimistic, but I see a I see a day coming when the smaller channels that are tupping through this, that are genuinely engaged with their audience and that sort of thing. I see where that's going to be the new norm, rather than your big guys, rather than your nut and fancies and your Hickox and your Demo Ranch and Iraq Veteran and those guys. I just see a day where the smaller creators,
Yeah.
are the ones.
I
You know, the
did put a
ones that
video out there, and Mel just reminded me. There are the Patreon stickers. They are going out Monday to all my patrons. So the Ghost Squad stickers are in, and I believe Patriot in the Dark's hat. We'll be able to pick that up Monday from my guys. So I will get that out in the same package as your stickers. So yeah, there you go. The Patreon stickers are in. So sorry about the wait, but they're here, and we'll get them mailed out. So yeah, pretty
I
sure.
think I think one really cool thing about, you're talking about big channels versus small channels, is, and something that I noticed before I really even started getting on and doing videos and chats and stuff, is if you go to a small channel and you ask a question, you'll get it answered.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a comment, they'll reply to you. And I know we've all seen it. You go to a big channel and you go through the comment sections maybe to see what's going on. There are tons and tons of questions in there that they do not give a shit about.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, people are asking about, oh, what kind of holster, what kind of this, what kind of that. They don't give a shit. You know, where, you know, on one of our channels, if you ask a question, it's going to get answered to the best of our ability, and
Absolutely.
we're going to answer it happily.
or at least
you know?
acknowledgement. At least it
At
gets
least
heart, or
acknowledge
Right.
it.
thumbs
That's
up,
right.
or something.
Absolutely.
You
Right.
know,
You know,
and
I think we're all happy to give out information. You
and
know?
at some
made a
point, you know, I understand that at some point when you get, you know, Iraq Veteran, Hickok status, millions of subs, I get that you can't. There's just no humanly way without a team of people that you can answer and reply and even like or
Right.
heart every comment. I get that. But I think this new wave, I think the new thing with these smaller creators is you're not going to see millions of people, and we don't have to.
Right.
We don't have to have millions of subs. If we've got it, it's better. Is it better to have, and Ghost can back me up on this because we pick on Braden all the time. He's got 50, he's got 50 something thousand subs, and we pull more, you know, at less than 1,000 subs, we pull more people into our live stream than his. So we have more people that are
Absolutely.
engaged with us. And at the end of the day, that's the new metric that matters, is the people that are actually engaged. You know, one person engaged is worth 1,000 that are not.
Absolutely. You get there and you get someone who is not just watching, but will comment. And we've all kind of said this in different videos, and G says it a lot on the Daily Gun Show, is, you know, the thumbs up, they may not mean a whole lot to the metric system of YouTube, but it means a lot to the content creators that, you know, hey, a thumbs up means they actually kind of like what's going on. A comment, and I made a comment, and I'll be posting the video Tuesday, but I shot the November drill of the month a couple of days ago, and I released it for my patrons a few days early, but I'll release it to the public on Tuesday. But in there, I actually I did mention, I love getting notifications, and it sounds corny, but I actually do. I love getting notifications on my phone or my computer that I have a new comment on one of my videos. And I try, if I'm not crazy busy, I'll always try to get it, you know, in the first, you know, half hour to an hour. Sometimes it might have to wait till later on, but I always try to at least comment back. But for me, getting a comment on my videos is awesome, because it means that someone actually kind of, even the bad comments, I don't get too many of them, but if I do get one, it is what it is. At least you watch the video long enough to have a bad taste in your mouth, so at least you watched it and you gave me a chance. So yeah, I love the comments and all that. It's really awesome. Let's see
Yeah,
here.
and another metric, you know, you were kind of talking about, you know, we're talking about the subs that you've got in just 4 months and stuff like that. Go back to those analytics at some point when you've got a chance, or your 10,000 views. I mean,
Yeah.
go back to that and look at your total overall watch time. And I mean, it'll blow your mind. Like, you know, I'm looking at mine, for example, and a year and 174 days worth. That means that's how much time people have watched my content. It's like if you was to sit there, that's a year and a half basically.
Yeah.
Sit there watching my content for a year and a half. No, not sleeping, not taking a break. You know, and that's
Yeah.
that's
Now, are you
insane.
talking about?
I've even been doing that with my channel with 120 subs or something, looking at some of the stuff, and I'm like, 2,500 minutes worth of views on
right.
something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, God damn, that's a lot of minutes.
That's a lot. When if you
lot
put
of time.
that in we a lot of times, creators, I see it all the time with the ones I work with, and they complain because of their subs or their views, and I'm like, put that into perspective. I mean, look at those numbers and think about it for a minute. That's amazing.
All right, so my
I can tell
watch
you real
time
quick, as somebody who consumes content, not somebody who creates content, I really like all of your channels because just that I get interaction, I can talk to people, but beyond that, it's actually some pretty damn good stuff.
Well, I think that we actually had this discussion. I think Clover and I were talking. I don't know if it was on the phone call or what. We were talking about being proud of what we're putting out, and it's not for everybody. I understand that, and we don't want it to be for everybody. But for me, and we were talking about a little bit this morning with Travis, is some of the bigger channels have to put out so many videos per week for two reasons. One, their fans almost demand it now, but two, that's how they're getting paid. Is the more videos they put out, the more money they're going to make, and I get that. But I think when you're having to do that at that such a level, I think you kind of lose track with how where you started from and why you got into this. And I think Clover and I can speak for Travis and all these other smaller channels that we got into it because we're passionate about uh, guns or part of the gun community and all of that, and we like talking about it. And I think that regardless if the content is actually great, I think you can kind of usually tell the passion that someone has. And especially on the live chats, is you can fake it sometimes, and when you're doing prepared content, but live you can't. What you see is what you get. You see the true personalities of people, and I think if people see the passion that you bring, I think that also helps to make the content more enjoyable. I might be wrong. All right, Clover. So
Definitely.
I am at 70,770 watch time minutes in the 4 months.
So if you hover over that, it'll give you hover over where it says watch time minutes. It'll give
49. Okay, 49 days and 3 hours so far in 4 months. That's pretty good. That's crazy.
That's nearly 2 months of continuously watching. That's crazy.
Continuously watching. That's awesome. Holy cow. That's crazy.
basically, almost for the entire time you've been creating content, there's been somebody watching
half a day
24/7, 360. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yep. Holy cow. Let's see here. Nightwolf has a question for Clover Tech and I, and I'll run through the room, including Bob and Mel and other Travis. He says, "What do I think of the HK MP5?" I was actually looking at getting one a couple nights ago. You can get them now for anywhere. Well, they're gonna be around $600 or so, $500-600. He's on the 9mm version of it, I'm assuming. They look pretty cool. I was actually. I was thinking it was in the lobby chat. We were talking with a couple of people, talking about I would love to get a true MP5 because I got to shoot them a few times in the Marines. Were different things we did, but the HK MP5 is the one I was looking at was a 9mm version of it, and it looked pretty awesome. Is that the one you're talking about, Nightwolf? The 9mm version? Anybody else have any actually shot one of them yet?
Yeah, I've shot the real deal before.
Yeah, I'm talking about the HK.
Oh, but yeah.
Yeah. Now the HK's got a 9mm MP5. It's semi-automatic and it's pretty awesome looking. That I thought about getting one. Now, if I had $2,500, I'd go get me the real deal. But for $600, you can go get one of the HKs that look pretty cool. So, yeah, I'd love to get me a real one though.
Oh yeah.
That'd be badass.
Yeah, shooting a real one's a bucket list item for me.
Oh, it's awesome.
Especially suppressed. It's just so sweet.
It's awesome. It really is. It's awesome. Yeah, we got it for a mission critical loadout on a couple things we had to go do back in the mid '90s, and I wish that was an everyday loadout, but it wasn't. But for those 2 or 3 specific times, man, it was nice to have. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see here. What's going on? Anything else out here? Hemi says he much prefers the smaller chats because you literally had to do a super chat on Yankees anymore because he's got so many damn people. It's true. I mean, it sounds bad, but he doesn't read anything besides super chats. I mean, that's the only thing that he can actually see, and it actually lets him go back and look at them. But I mean, to the point now, he really doesn't.
But I mean, and you've had this. I mean, probably everybody here has seen this. But in, even in the small ones, depending on how robust the conversation is in the chat, you can't keep up with that and run your show at the same time. You just can't.
That's
and that's that's the sort of behind the curtain as a creator. I mean, I'm not making excuses for Yankee or anything else, but yeah, I mean, depending on it, even in a small chat, it can scroll so fast that you just can't find stuff. I know Matt has trouble a lot of the times keeping up.
Yeah, but that's one of those things where, I mean, unless you actually have been in a chat and tried to keep up with the sidebar, it's very distracting. I mean, ask Midnight Range the first time he was doing a live chat. This is too much. How do you guys do this?
What are you trying to say? I don't know what I'm doing?
No, this is actually difficult.
Oh, no, yeah. Oh, yeah, that first one I opened up when you and Grim showed up just out of nowhere. I mean, you guys don't know it. The first time I ever opened up a live chat, I didn't expect anybody to show up. I thought it was just going to be me and my wife, and I was going to play around a little bit and learn how to do it. And next thing you know, there's fucking Mel, and there's Grim, and there's I don't know who the hell else showed up. And it was just a bullshit session on trying to use it, and I had like 3 people there and couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
It's definitely you gotta focus on not focusing, kind of,
Yeah,
It's funny.
Raph says that people will chat about some weird things in Yankees chats, and they do get. You have that sect that's actually trying to chat about what Yankee and them are talking about, and then you've got this whole other sect that are having their own internal chat that can get weird at times.
Or 3 or 4 or 5 of them.
3 or 4 or 5 of them, exactly.
I hate to do this, guys, but I got to bug out. I got some stuff here to take care of. But, man, thank you for opening the chat. Love it.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, anytime, Mel, anytime, we'd love to have you on one of the shows if you want. You always, when we do have you on, you're on something, we always bring up some cool stuff. So if you want to, let me know, bro, and we'll get you in sometime.
All right, sounds great. Take care, guys.
Thanks, Mel.
Later.
Yeah, Mel's a good one, man. He supports everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see here. I saw something. Oh, here we go. Nightwolf says he'd love to get his hands on the HK MP7A1 also. That's a pretty cool little 9mm as well. It actually looks pretty cool too. I don't know if you guys I've never shot one, but they look cool. Do you guys ever see one of those before? Yeah, MP7A1.
I haven't.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. See if I can go on Google real quick. HK MP7A1. Product overview. I'll put this link out there. Yeah, it's pretty cool looking. It is pretty cool looking. So there you go.
It's almost like a Uzi design or something.
Yeah, exactly. Patriot says he'd rather have an M249 for Christmas. You think? That'd be a pretty cool Christmas present. Hemi says that was an awesome chat. Nightwolf. I'm just saying, yeah, Nightwolf, if you want to come on in, we'd love to have you. This is kind of just have fun, Dano's making fun of Bob's polymer love now.
I don't. I'm saying this is my beater gun for carrying, right? It's going to function all the time because it's a SIG. Yeah, and I won't care if if it gets scuffed up and shit like I do with my Browning. Well, I don't really care that much about the Browning either. just a gun. But you know, it's like got really nice high gloss blued finish and walnut grip, so it mars up easier. This thing looks like you'd be able to take a beating and keep on shooting.
Let's find out, Bob. Throw it across the room. Just throw it behind you real quick.
Hey, I tell you what, let's do a drop test and see if it performs better than the 320.
Well, of course it will. It's DA only. It is a hammer fired. That's a hammer though, right? So it's
hammer fire. Yeah, the 250's hammer. Yeah.
I like that. You can see what you're doing, but man, that trigger is amazing. For a double action trigger, it's light and wow, I love this thing. I'm really, really impressed with it.
I'm just getting a kick out of watching Bob so giddy about his first polymer gun.
I'm actually like this with all handguns and rifles. I get all excited about them. I like it, man. It kicks out mags nice. Like those are empties, right? I don't even think I have any 9mm here with me. So, yeah, I like this.
Sean says Bob's got a new hammer.
Work, yeah. Actually, that's the problem with plastic guns, right? You can't use them as a hammer.
Well, it depends on who you ask. Some people say the high point's a hammer. I happen to like the high point, but some people say it's only good for being a hammer or a paperweight. But it is what it is.
Depends on how you do it. I mean, as far as pistol whipping somebody, not really. But you take and jab that muzzle in a temple or a throat real quick,
it'll get the job done.
It'll work.
No, if you pistol whip, you just have to use the top of the barrel instead of the bottom, right? Unless you got a nice heavy solid aluminum flashlight on it or something. Now I got to get a flashlight for a pistol.
I was going to say, are you going to tack it out or are you going to leave it the way it is?
I don't know. I'm always the person who leaves things the way they are, so I might put a light on it. But if I put a light on it, then I got to get a new holster. I'm thinking this should fit my Browning holster because it's like a full-size service holster. So
let's find out. Where's the holster at? Is it there or you got it somewhere else?
I have to dig through a box of all my accessories.
Well, that'd make for good TV.
Yeah, no. I don't want people to see the way I store my shit. That is very cool, man. Throw a trigger on it, lock it up, and put it away, and until I go to the range. I'm gonna have to go to the range soon. I don't care if it's snowing. It'd actually be a good test for it,
Is it snowing up there right now?
Yeah.
It kind of snows at nighttime and then it melts during the day. So
I woke up this morning, it was 30 degrees. That's the first time it's been below freezing, this season. So,
really?
Yeah. Well, I'm not in Canada, so.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, we're only just getting freezing now too. So.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, I want to say it's probably about 45. It's going to be the high today.
Yeah, that's about what we're getting.
It's nice and sunny right now. It's pretty. It's just cold. It'll get down to about 29 tonight.
Yeah, same temperatures we're getting. You must be pretty close to the border.
Phoenix says that they wanted $300 for a high point at the gun show he went to. Holy cow! Whew. That's you can get two of them for $300 usually.
That was probably the gangster edition.
Was that the bedazzled high point?
Yeah, bedazzled. Oh wait, no, that would be Yankees high point. Didn't he do that with his rhinos? Didn't he bedazzle his rhinos?
God, I hope not.
Well, I thought he did because he was doing a Halloween costume dressed up like that crazy person from a superhero movie.
Well, he's got enough duplicate guns in his safe that he could bedazzle one and not have to worry about it,
Well, they make the kits for the rhinos to do the Harley Quinn. They make the kits that you put on. So that might
really
done that.
I just want Harley Quinn. I don't care about the bedazzle.
Kidding me? That woman's a psycho. I mean, more so than normal women.
Hey, Rolf, Bob says you need Rolf says Bob needs a laser.
Oh, yeah.
Does anybody use a laser except for I guess you could carry that. So I mean, yeah, I guess there's some people that do. Some people use a laser still on their pistols.
If I could get a grip one, but you can't get that with these SIGs, right? Because the grips are all part of the plastic handle. They're nice to textured though. I got to give them that. It feels nice. It's like pretty coarse sandpaper.
Yeah.
It should be pretty good grip. I'm impressed with that. That's way nicer looking than a Glock.
Nightwolf says the MP7A1 is a 4x6x30. I thought that was a 9mm also. Might be wrong about that. Oh, you're right. It is 4.6x30. Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go.
Yep.
That's a pretty cool looking gun, though. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see what else we're missing. Phoenix says that Midnight has no stickers, but Patreon to his goofy butt anyways. There you go. Hammer to the back of the side. Let's see here. Hemi says there's a guy in arms lifts around him asking 400 for a used Sky. No, that is a paperweight pretty much because, hell, they don't work. At least the high points work. Patriot says he has his daughter's birthday party tomorrow as well as the local gun show. Oh, the dilemma. Well, if you want to get divorced and be disowned by your daughter, you could have the birthday party at the gun show, but I don't think that'd work out too well for you, bud.
I was going to say that's the way to go right there.
Wife might not like that. Daughter, I don't know. Your daughter might like that, but I guarantee your wife probably would not want to take a bunch of kids into a gun show.
That would be a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah. Let's see here. Phoenix.
Parents, how come your kids all came home with gun stickers and surplus ammo pouches from a birthday party?
Yeah. Well, Phoenix says at that gun show he was at, there was like 50 gun shops, all of them charging $50 to $100 more than they would sell in their own shop. But that's what happens at most gun shows, just because you've got a lot more people that are going to be concentrated in one place than you would normally get in your normal gun shop. And so you're going to see that a lot of times because a lot of people don't have time to go to gun shops very often. They might not live around a gun shop, but they're willing to drive to a gun show, and sometimes they would pay a little bit more to get the gun. So yeah, you're going to see that all the time at gun shows. Is I don't know about charging $100 more than you normally would, but you can see all the time $25, $50 more to a gun show than you would at the gun shop. But it's more the convenience where you can get a bunch more people in one place. So yeah, you're going to see that from time to time. Let's see here, Phoenix.
Yeah, the people that the majority of people, I should say, that go to gun shows, they don't frequent gun shops regularly.
Right.
So
let's see. Phoenix says 4 places were asking $350 for a Taurus PT 111. Oh wow. Philo, what's going on, Philo? He just put a laser on his shield. It rocks. That's my shield up. I don't know if I want to. Are you talking about like a little crimson trace or like something you can put down here, or what kind of laser did you put on your shield? If you're still out there, Philo. Let's see here. Bob's smoking a dubby. Foul mouth actual says. Patron Dark says already separated. My daughter going to escape room across the street from the gun show, so I have an hour. Gotcha. Those escape rooms are actually pretty cool. I've actually been to one. They're actually pretty fun to go to. But if you've got a chance to go to a gun show across the street and your daughter's not going to know, I'm not saying to do it because I don't want to get in trouble by all the people out there. But just saying. Philo, he loves his laser 4 feet to 20 yards, point and shoot. Can't do that with a red dot. Works from your hip or any position. Red Bud 815 cost for booze at gun shows here, not to mention if they have to close shop to set up. Yeah, I mean they are paying at least probably $100. I would say at least $100 to set up a table or a booth at a gun show. Let's see here. Philo, Surefire 6, light laser. Okay. He meant doobie. We know what you meant, foulmouth. Let's see here. Anything? Yeah, I think we're caught up on the chat. Sorry, I get kind of behind at times, but I try to read out everything in the chat that's worth mentioning.
Looks like Foul Mouth is asking about the escape rooms.
Oh, okay. Well, so an escape room is actually pretty cool. A lot of sports teams do it for a team building exercise, but basically what they are is this company will go in and buy like an old house, and let's say you have like a living room, and the little big clothes they have 2 or 3 doors. Hold on just a second. Oh, there you go. There's only 2 or 3 doors that you can get out of this room. Sometimes it's just one door, and it's locked from the outside. And so you have a team, and it's anywhere from, you know, 2 or 3 people up to, if you have 20, I guess you could do that. But if you have 20, they probably tell you to break into teams of like 6, 8, or 10. But what it is, it's a most of the time they buy an old house or a house or something, but it's got one way in, one way out, or they bring you in this way, and you have to leave from this door. But there's all sorts of stuff inside the room, and as a team, you have to find clues, and they'll give you the first clue, and that clue leads to an item, and then another clue, and then you had to figure out that clue to go to another one, and it takes, let's say, 5, 6, 7, 8 different clues before you find the key to get out. That's why it's called an escape room. It's actually pretty cool. Like I said, a lot of people use it for team building, but yeah, it is. I've done, it's awesome. Just have a good time and try to do that stuff and figure out how to get out of a room. So it's a really cool idea.
The one, the closest one to me, I've been to a few times. They switch it up every month or something. Like they switch up the layout.
Yeah.
They don't let you take your cell phones and all in. So.
Oh yeah. You can't Google stuff and all that.
Anything. I mean, if it's some trivia thing, you better hope somebody knows it, or you can bounce back and forth some ideas and make an educated guess, or you're in trouble. So, yeah.
Let's see. Phoenix. Any bets a team of military intels couldn't find their way out? I was military intel. I got out with the help of a lot of other people, so take that for what it's worth. No, it's actually, it's really cool if you guys ever get a chance to do it. Escape rooms are pretty fun because, like I said, a lot of these people they'll buy old houses, and so let's say it's a 3 or 4 bedroom house. Well, they have 3 or 4 different bedrooms, and they're all set up as a different type scenario. So you could literally go 4 separate times and go to 4 different scenarios. And I don't know. I'm sure they do. That's like Clover said. Maybe every month or something, they might change up all 4 of them, and they might change the clues up. I mean, they're like the one I've been to, let's say there's like 100 different items in this room. Well, they only use 5 or 6 at a time, so they've got other items that could lead you, clues that could lead you to different items and help you get out. So there's limitless amount of props and all that. It's pretty cool. So you guys haven't done that before, go check it out on Escape Room. They're pretty awesome. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Rolf was talking about earlier. We were talking about Yankee bedazzling a rhino. Rolf seems to think he pimped out a Beretta, but I don't know.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I know he did. I've seen this pimped out Beretta.
He does have every gun he owns, I think. Like if he found a scratch in one of his stainless steel revolvers, and then he did a whole video series on how to polish out the scratch. I mean, sitting there watching him rub a gun for hours is, rather tedious.
Yeah, especially when a genie doesn't come out. That's disheartening. The gun genie.
Yeah, really.
Fucking shit back to Phoenix. Sorry. Let's see here. Yeah, like I said, guys, we're just kind of hanging out today. Nothing really going on a Saturday afternoon. Let's see here. Foulmouth says he sees the sriracha sauce.
Oh.
I don't know.
I held up a bottle of sriracha. I'm making sushi.
I'm not actually watching the hangout, so
I'm making sushi.
Oh,
I
well,
got
are you?
I know Bob's real fancy with his gun and everything, but I got a sweet new set of measuring spoons if you guys want to check it out.
Why don't you turn your camera on and I will we'll be able to show people.
The sriracha?
Last time somebody served me sushi, they forgot to cook the fish, so I just sent it back.
That's the good stuff right there.
There you
Good
go.
stuff.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, if you guys want to, anybody wants to jump in, you're absolutely more than welcome to. Here is the link. I know this is typically a taboo thing to do, but I like everyone in here, and I know most everybody in here, so yeah, I trust you. And if not, I can eject your ass real quick, so it's all good. Let's see, anything going on the gun channel side? Nope, we got G-Webs, Biker Bob, well, Bob's in here, Moon Food, Robbie, DF2 Dot, Roth, Pants, Ohio 45. What's up, guys? If you want to join in, there's the link. Come on in. Love to have you. We're just kind of hanging out, nothing else to do today. So, let's see here. Phoenix says he doesn't want to know what Midnight's doing with a bottle of cock sauce. I don't think any of us probably want to know what he's doing with a bottle of cock sauce.
Oh, come on, man. This is a family show.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Right? No, this is just Saturday afternoon bullshitting in the man cave, basically, kind of talk. So, have you got everything planned and ready to go for Tuesday night, Clover? Have you got the jack-o'-lantern carved yet, or are you working on that this weekend?
I'll probably do that this afternoon or this evening.
All right.
Yeah. No, I've just been working on some technical things.
Yeah.
I got to get off here in a minute and get back to doing that. But
So, did you figure out? You say you think it's a signal issue, not a hardware issue?
yeah, I think it's a signal issue. I'm thinking if it's not, then I'll know here in another 15 minutes of messing with it probably, and then I'll just I'll go spend some Patreon money. I guess I'll go buy a router.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
They decent router, but I don't think that's what it is. Before I jumped on here with you, I put new ends on a cable, on a Cat 5 cable, and I think it was acting jinky too. So with that, and then repositioning my router, I think I'll be okay as far as internet. So
yeah,
then it's just a matter of getting my Mexican chimney off the porch and moved out onto the range and some stuff like that. So not
there
a
you
big
go.
deal.
We got a couple new additions into the room. Go ahead and say what's up. Is that Phoenix over there? I see.
Yeah.
Oh God, get him out of here! Get him out of here!
What's going on, guys? Thanks for joining.
I just want to know when Ghost is going to learn not to read what I type.
Well, if it was a normal show, then I'd kind of do screen what you type a lot and maybe mention it, maybe not. But this one, might as well. Josh Aguirre, what's going on, my man?
You're a brave man, Ghost.
That's all good, man. I got nothing to hide. I got nothing. I'm not too proud to do anything. So if you can have a good time, then you're my kind of guy. And so there are times for it, and there are times that are not for it. This happens to be a time that's for it. So absolutely, have some fun, man. If you can't laugh in life, then you just don't know how to live life.
I've always heard that, after somebody's been a Marine, there's really nothing in their life will ever embarrass them.
I tell people all the time that in my normal life also, some guys will jab at me sometimes and they're trying to piss me off and they're trying to offend me or whatever. And I just have to laugh at them because I'll sit there and say, guys, you don't understand. There is literally nothing you can say or do that's going to offend me. I've literally heard it all before. So, you might piss me off, but you're not going to offend me. Offending me is very difficult to do. Pissing me off, on the other hand, I can have a short fuse at times, but offending me is very difficult because if you can make it through 13 weeks of Marine Corps boot camp, yeah, you can pretty much make it through any kind of verbal abuse that you could possibly think of.
Nice, Midnight.
What the hell is he saying? Phoenix sucks. Nice. Well done. I don't know if anybody can see that or not. He's not talking, so I'll go ahead and click that.
I
There
approve
you
that
go.
statement.
Oh, I didn't know. I was just thinking out loud here, kind of, you know. Just doing my thing.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, I got stuff to do. I got to cook.
Oh, you do? Oh, we can tell you're so busy. So far today, Travis, you're a chef and you claim to be so busy, but so far today that I've seen, you have made a sign for Phoenix and you've made the 2A Rally 17 on your fryer or your stove. So
That was a tactical pancake, you son of a bitch. Hey, that was the cutest pancake ever.
I mean, he's
did
making.
you actually serve it or did you eat it for yourself?
He's making food that he doesn't even have to fish.
Yeah,
That's right.
Raw.
That's right. I actually got this fish for the sushi from Braden.
See, that's so wrong.
He mailed it. He mailed it to
That's
me.
the
He's a
308 gas fish.
Yeah.
But that doesn't work well for the sushi because all the gases from the muzzle cook it. So
No, that's okay. It's okay. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. So I left him a message under his video and I said, hey, instead of exploding the fish all over the goddamn place next time, just mail it to me. And now now I got sushi.
All right. Well, Josh, I'm sorry, brother. We got to kind of talking. You're more than welcome to jump back in. I'd love to have you. So, Josh, if you want to jump back in, come on in, and we'll say hey and all that stuff. Put the link back out there. I want to give a little heads up about roll calls in the house. So, roll calls put a few videos out in the last couple of days that are really, really good. So, if you haven't checked his channel out, it's roll call. Well, actually, I can do this real quick and where is it? Roll call. I just saw him post something. Go to channel. I can just go to his channel real quick and I'll put his link out there. He has put some cool stuff out there in the last few days. So go check out Roll Call 219. That's his channel link right there. And yeah, he's a good dude. He must put some good stuff out there.
There you go. I got something for you. There you go.
Let's see. Is Josh back in the house? Josh, we
There you go.
cannot hear you. No, we cannot hear you at all.
Here, I got something for you. There you go.
There you go. Midnight's putting the 2A Rally 2017 hashtag out there.
But don't forget. always remember.
Lord.
That's it. I'm officially going to kill Midnight my story.
Ooh.
There you go.
Oh, are you doing a shit at the fan story time?
Yeah.
So much for me being the hero.
Ooh, awesome.
So much for me being a hero.
So I guess
Night Strike's officially ahead of you now.
No, I will say this, guys. Phoenix sent me his story. It's pretty good. I'll keep bugging him to get more done.
Okay, I want to do this real quick. Josh, we cannot hear anything you're saying. Have you been on a inside? If you click on the Hangout screen, on the top left of the screen is a blue, looks like a chat box. Go ahead and push that, and that opens up the group chat on the right. And you can enter a chat there at the bottom that only we can see inside. So I want to ask you a couple questions. Do you have a microphone plugged in? You can just answer on the right side of the chat if you want.
Is he on mobile, possibly?
Okay, if you don't have a microphone plugged in, that's okay. Do you have headset plugged in, like earphones? Okay, good. So what you need to do probably is go up to the top of the screen where it has like the microphone and the camera symbol, and there's little settings, little cog. Do you see that? All right, click on the settings cog, and then you're going to go down to the microphone drop box and click on. And there, I don't know how many selections you have. I've got multiples. I have different microphones I use for different things. But if you only have one, click on it. If you have multiple, click on the different ones and hit save until we can hear you, and we'll let you know when we can hear you. So click on the different microphone settings, and then after each one, hit save and see if it works. How about that?
Open the window and yell really loud. That might work too.
That could work also. So we're trying to get Josh to where he's able to communicate with us. I'm glad to see a new guy jumping in, and it's a pretty cool gun he's got there, actually.
Oh, that revolver, yeah.
Yeah, a little gun porn for you guys while we're waiting on Josh. There's a little gun porn for you. Like it. He said, give him a second, trying to work this out. No problem, man. We're here, so work it out. Like I said, just hit that cog, the settings cog, go down to the second drop box, which says it'll have a microphone thing. Click on it, and then try different settings and hit save after each one and talk. And we'll let you know when we hear you. That setting's good. I don't know how many. I've got like 5 or 6, but you might only have 1 or 2. So we'll see if this works. Typically, if you don't have a microphone, there is a way that if you have a laptop, if you're working on a laptop, that it will pick it up as well. Clover had to leave. I appreciate you joining, bro, and we will see you. If you said you might do a live tonight, if you do a lawn chair tonight, then we'll see you then. If not, we'll see you when we see you. So, all right. So while we're waiting on Josh Aguilar or Aguirre, I'm sorry, Josh Aguirre, to figure out the microphone settings. Anything going on out there for you guys now, or it looks like Travis is just making up his sushi right now. Let's see here.
Yeah, Midnight's all about that cock sauce.
Phoenix says he can do 2 more Patreons. Who else should I do? I don't know who all do you. You don't have to tell us this, but I mean, if you want to, I mean, or you can put in the side chat of who you already support.
Oh, it's you, Clover, and Midnight. As of like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, well, who all do you watch besides us? That are smaller channels. I mean, huh?
They're pretty much everybody on GunChannels.
Yeah.
Gun Show always needs more patrons.
Daily Gun. I'm gonna say the Daily Gun Show is, I try to support them all the time just because they do a show every day, which is pretty cool.
Going on almost 430 shows.
30, yeah, you're like 427 or something like that.
Yeah.
I would say Daily Gun Show for one. I don't know. Do you watch Caliber Corner much with Travis P11 on Saturday mornings? That's a pretty cool one. He brings a lot of good stuff up. You get hit or miss guys with Smeggy or Night Strike, but they don't really push Patreon a whole lot, so I don't know. But there's all sorts of guys. But I would say the Daily Gun Show would have to be one that is unnecessary. And then what you can do is maybe hold off for one for a little bit and see what else pops up lately.
Oh, wait a minute. What? He changed his note? Okay, that's better.
I love it. And oh, by the way, thank you to Phoenix as well. I really do appreciate you, bro. You're one of the few guys that is not afraid. I don't know why people. I don't know if they're afraid or not, but people don't give me shit enough. And You and Travis are two of the ones that I can always rely on giving me shit, which is it's kind of fun to do. I like that. So thank you, and thank you for your support as well. I really do appreciate it.
I give everyone shit, myself included. So
I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
I just can't believe you were Intel, man.
Yeah, I was an 02. Yeah, sure was.
Because no matter which one of the branches, it's usually safe to joke about Intel.
Yeah, well, it all depends on if you're talking about general or there are specific sides of it also that it's not just general. So, but yeah, there's some. The funny thing is you have to be a smart person on test scores and all that to get into it. But there are some idiots in there. Just in general, there are some idiots. I don't get it. Maybe common sense idiots. I don't know. Some of those really book smart people that just don't understand that there's more to life than reading books and being book smart. You actually got to apply it to normal life.
It's one of those things. It might work on paper, but when the guys are out in the field, it doesn't quite match up.
Right.
Speaking of that, I mean, wasn't Yankee Intel, but of course Army. So I mean, that's got to be a lower standard, of course.
I mean, I'm not going to say it, but I mean,
well, it could be worse.
I think he was actually. I think I remember him saying something about that in some chat. But yeah, I believe he was.
Yeah, he said that. He said that a couple of times that he was.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I kid Yankee a lot, but I've met him a few times, and you meet him in person. He's a heck of a nice guy, but he is exactly he is. In on his videos, he's bombastic. He's like loud and annoying, but it's like that annoying buddy you got. That.
Well,
it's great funny videos.
And that though, I respect that though. I mean, I would much rather know that if I watch a channel and then I meet that person in person, I would like to know they're the same person off camera as they are on, because it would be disappointing for me to know that it's all an act. So yes, Yankee is a lot of things, but if he's a lot of things in real life also, then I respect that. It's not an act, and I like that.
I don't think we want to. I think it takes away from it when you meet somebody and you realize that they are playing a character.
Yeah. You almost feel betrayed that you're pulling one over your eyes.
Well, and the one thing you got to say about Yankee is, like, most of the, I think all the money he makes on his YouTube goes towards the Humane Society. And
well, I think what he makes on his super chats is what goes to the Humane Society.
Well, he's even said, like, the stuff he gets, I don't think he gets it anymore.
No. He does donate all of the YouTube generated, not Patreon, but the YouTube generated money to different charities. I think that the Humane Society gets the super chats, and I think he takes some of the other money and gives them to others. But yes, all of his YouTube generated money goes towards charities, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, well,
that's pretty awesome. I mean, a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah, so that's the real, because I mean, he could just easily keep that money and buy himself some more shiny guns.
Yeah,
he's obsessed with shiny guns.
And he did, I don't know if it was in a prepared video that he did or if it was a chat, I don't remember, but recently I think he was talking about, and it sounds bad, but he is a business, the Yankee Marshal is a business, and he does use those charitable donations as write-offs for his business, and that's just being a smart businessman. But there are other ways to do write-offs. So I'm glad that he is, at least someone is benefiting from his tax write-offs, which is a good thing.
Well, you know what else he does, which I was quite impressed with and thought was quite intelligent. Like, he buys that freeze-dried 5-year food in buckets.
Yeah.
Every 2 years, he donates it.
Does he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And then that's a tax write-off. So he just buys new stuff with the tax write-off. So that way he's giving food to, like, homeless shelters and places like that, and at the same time he's keeping his preps fresh, and it doesn't cost him anything. Once you buy it the initial time, that's your only cost, really, because everything else is tax write-off. So I mean, you get it back eventually. Of course, you have to spend it, the way taxes work. But yeah, that is just genius to me. I mean, because
Yeah, I didn't know that. And that is pretty cool. That's pretty awesome.
Here's a question.
Oh wow, Ohio State's coming back. It's only 28-20 now. In the third quarter, with about 7 minutes left in the third quarter. So it's for those of you that are wanting to know, Hemi just updated us. I looked it up, and it's a 1-touchdown game right now. So, and in the horseshoe, I believe that. Isn't that right? The game's in the horseshoe of the Ohio State. I want to say.
If you're running a gun channel, can you use ammo as a tax write-off?
Can you?
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
Wish I could do that.
If you can, no, I'm dead serious. You can use ammo, and you can even write off some of your guns if you consistently use the same guns in your videos. Then you're using that as a part, and it's I can't remember the actual terminology in the tax world, but it is maybe a depreciable part of the inventory of your. Now, like I said, I don't know how much you can write off, but yeah, I mean, if you use that, if it's a business and you can prove, and on video, you can obviously prove that you're using that weapon quite a bit. Yeah, I think there probably is a way to write off some of that expense to you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
G-Webs might be a better person to ask on that. And Eric, I mean, I tell you what, if you want to email Eric over at Iraq Veteran 8888, I'm sure he would probably be able to tell you that, because I'm sure he does write stuff off when he blows stuff up. Now, he might be giving a lot of that stuff also, but if he does get his own ammo at times, that might be someone you ask. I've only been doing this for a few months, so I haven't done my taxes as of Ghost Tactical until next year, so I'll find that out, but I'm pretty sure you can.
Well, I've got 15 subs, so it's not like it's any worry. Yeah,
I understand. But if you start doing creative content, that's just something you can keep in the back of your mind also,
Well, I'm going to have to do a video when I take this new SIG out to the range for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Hopefully I can do it at the Google range, because that's way more fun to shoot at. Reach out with it, maybe see if I can do 100 yards with it and still hit something.
I'm assuming you're going to bring it with you when you go down to Arizona, right?
Oh, you bet, man. That's going to be my carry gun down there. I'm sure there'll be plenty of opportunities for you to go to the range. Oh, yeah. Well, I prefer going out to the desert. That's way more fun to me.
Yeah.
I always get shit at the range because I always forget what I'm doing.
That's scary, isn't it? Isn't that scary as hell?
Things like, you're not supposed to touch your gun. And I go, hey, look at the folding stock on this. Bang, bang, bang.
Freaking the goddamn butterfly flies by, and Bob's wandering around just shooting randomly all over the place.
Not quite that bad, but yeah.
Yeah, while an 80s montage is playing in the background.
Oh, do I hear the man who strikes at night?
You do hear him. He is here because it is night.
Did you see what I got in the mail, Mr. Night Strike, that you can't get in the mail? Ooh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Just came in the mailbox.
Hey, Bob, I hate to say it, but you might not be able to carry down here in the United States because, well, I'm pretty sure the Second Amendment only applies to U.S. citizens.
Oh, no, it doesn't. If you go, I checked that out last year. And when I talked to ATF, they said it's up to the state. And when I talked to Arizona, they said, no, it's if you have a reason to have a handgun or, then you have the right to carry because we have constitutional carry. So there. All I have to do is have a gun.
I think Arizona needs to be more selective about who they let in.
A hunting permit, or if you're invited to go to a shoot down there, that is your reason for bringing guns. So, or if you're going to take a training class. But yeah, I just buy a hunting permit every year in Arizona, and then if I'm out there, I can shoot rabbits.
Be very quiet. We're hunting rabbit.
I'm going to shoot a rabbit with my 110 grain rounds. And then whatever's left, I'm going to make stew with.
Midnight Range TM, have you been dipping into the wasabi sauce again?
No. It's his cock sauce.
He's so spicy.
Probably what it's.
I've actually gotten a couple messages on the email side asking about my vest. So yeah, Let me kind of show my vest. This is my new shooting vest I'm going to be using, and I went ahead and did, well, that's backwards. So Ghost Tactical, I got Code 1 Ammo as my ammo sponsor, but I went ahead and put GunChannels and Every Second Matters. And on the back, I got the Glock and the Marine Corps logo and the American flag. So, yeah, I got the vest from a buddy of mine who is actually not a tactical vest by any means. It's a cutter and buck vest, but it's a really awesome vest. It's perfect size, perfect weight, and all that. And then a local buddy of mine, runs a t-shirt and embroidery place. Taylor Tubbs, his shop is Tubby Tees here in Arkansas, and he did the logoing of it. So I thought it came out pretty cool. So yeah, in case you were wondering, that's, so people say, what all does it say on there? Then it just has the Ghost Tactical, Code 1 Ammo, GunChannels, Every Second Matters, and I have Glock and the Marine Corps logo and the American flag on the back. So yeah, it's kind of a cool thing, and it helps during the winter times. It is kind of fleece lined, and it's got some pockets in here and everything. So yeah, it's a pretty cool little vest, and it helps when it's cold today. So
see, I was going to say that's a cool vest, but then you had to turn around and ruin it with that big Glock logo.
Oh yeah, it could have been.
I shoot a Glock in competition, so.
Well, I'm sorry.
You kind of got to have the logo on.
Yeah, but you noticed where you noticed where the logo was, right?
Yeah, opposite the Marine Corps logo.
Well, that's true. I should have said that because it's right there too. So, but yeah, no, yeah, I shoot a Glock. I shoot a Glock in competition, so take that for what it's worth.
Whoa. Midnight Range Tim cut back a little bit.
What?
He's pulling up signs.
Oh yeah, he was. What does it say? Phoenix sucks. He's been holding it up for a while.
Or no, he also swallows.
Oh, well, wow. Well, that sounds like a truck stop bathroom. Ooh, there you go. In case you were wondering. Oh, there's our local Gun Channel chef for you.
Fucking epic. Yes.
The greatest part about that is when we're all in that survival camp, at the end of the apocalypse, we're going to have somebody to cook.
So everyone look at Phoenix and then take 2 steps in the opposite direction that he's in.
Oh shit.
Man, the comics had better change. I better be carrying my SIG in the next comic.
No, Bob.
Drop the SIG and then it's gonna fire, and then Midnight gets hit in the ass.
And then you'll have to go back to using the high power.
Well, I'll carry it too, man. I'm a 2-gun guy.
Oh, 2-gun guy.
That's what she said.
Better a high power than a high point.
Yeah, well, it's true. That's true. I'd rather have a high power over a high point.
I still can't believe they wanted $300 for a high point. That was nuts.
Yeah, I like I said, I can see them upping theirs $100 or 25% to or $100 or whatever you want to call it. But taking a $150 gun and charging $300 for it at a gun show, yeah. I could see if they want to charge $179, $180 or $85 or something like that. Maybe even up to $200 at a gun show, but $300, you can go buy 2 of them for that.
It was nuts, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they had none of the used old cool stuff. It was all the same, brand new Rugers, brand new Glocks, brand new everything.
Well, what's probably happened is they probably ordered at their gun show. They probably ordered 10 of them, originally, and sold 2 of them. So now they're trying to get rid of their stock, so they can go buy more. But there's no sense in screwing, like I said, I can understand a 10 to 20% markup at a gun show, but not 100%. I mean, because you're sitting at a $300 price tag, you're looking at, you can get a high point 9mm carbine for $250. So yeah.
Actually, a lot of the time around here, you can get it for $200.
Yeah, I think the cheapest I've seen it offline, like in person, is probably $229.
I mean,
But at my local gun shop, you can get it for about 240, 245 or something like that. Which I don't know if you've ever shot one or not, but the High Point 9mm carbine, I'm telling you guys, it's pretty awesome. It really is.
Everybody at the range I used to go to loved it. They said it was the most accurate iron sights they've ever seen.
You know, you have to understand what you're getting. It's a High Point. It's not going to be pretty. It's probably going to be a little bit heavier than what you're used to. But if you're wanting to get a 9mm carbine that's extremely accurate and does its job, and you can get it for 200 to 250, I mean, it's awesome. It really is. It's awesome.
I was only 150 when I bought my first one.
The carbine or the pistol?
The carbine.
Really?
I've actually been
in Ohio. I can literally drive to the plant in like half an hour.
Man.
I've been considering one of those 9mm carbine, but I mean,
I mean, how much are you wanting to spend? Because I can give you the ones. One of them that I have is awesome. The Beretta CX4 Storm is great.
I have to buy everything up here though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm probably going to spend $500 on it. You know?
If you want a good laugh on the ridiculous prices on guns, go to Reddit and look up the subreddit Arms List Abominations.
Yeah.
And basically, yeah, I can link you. But it literally, what people do is they post the most ridiculous things they've seen on Arms List on that subreddit. It's hilarious. Especially the prices sometimes.
Have to check that out. Yeah, here on the map, and like when I'm down in Arizona, I ain't that far from Arkansas.
No, well, I mean, I put it this way, Bob. When you drive down there, do you know the route that you're going to go? Because I mean, we might be able to, as you're coming through, we might be able to say, hey, if you're going to be up through Missouri or something, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know actually which way I'm coming this year. Usually I go in and I go right through the mountain, but the last time I did that in January, I didn't see anything except a white tunnel for 3 days. It was
you're up in like central Canada, right?
Yeah, right in the middle, right over top of Minot, North Dakota.
Okay, I know where that is. Okay. Yeah, you're basically going to have to go directly south to hit me and then go west. So you're adding probably at least 8 to 10 hours to your drive by coming anywhere near Arkansas.
Yeah, because I'm already driving 35, 40 hours. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see you, but all right, Josh is maybe back and maybe with a microphone. I see the mute button, so all right, I see him on camera. What's up, bro? Can you get a microphone now? All right, don't hear you.
Okay, it's really easy. Click that little gear.
Oh yeah.
All right, now you can click the gear.
Oh yeah.
And go to the microphone settings and make it. Do you hear us with your headset right now, Josh? Shake your head. Yeah, you can. Okay, so then go to the settings cog up top, and you'll see where the speaker setting is. It'll say your headset. Make sure that the microphone is to the same setting. Does that make sense? Let's see if this works. Nope, don't hear you. Are you on a laptop? All right. Do you have? Does your headset just? Do you only have one prong that plugs into the headset or the jack, or do you have a two prong? One. Okay. So what you're probably gonna have to do is, if you want to talk, then just unplug that from the headset and plug it into the microphone jack, and we'll be able to hear you. And then when you want to hear us, then just plug it back in to the headset. There should be two little prongs that you plug it into. One will have a picture of a headset, and then one will have a picture of a microphone. You might have. I mean, my laptop has two separate prongs.
Yeah, one's green, and that's the.
One's green and one's red, maybe.
Red, yeah.
Like where you have your headset plugged into this, is it on the side of your laptop? Are there one holes or two there? There's only one. Oh, that's weird.
Well, no, that's some of the newer laptops are like that, eh? Because they're made for using the same headset a phone does.
Okay, so if he only has one jack, should he not be able to go ahead and use his microphone through that one jack?
You should, yeah, as long as the computer's recognizing it.
Yeah, but the issue is he has to have a combo port. If he's only got one jack on his laptop, that means he needs the combo port adapter because basically that laptop it uses the same type of headset microphone that you would use on your cell phone. Same connector. So,
there's got to be a way for us to hear Josh.
Well, I don't like.
He's got a laptop and he's got a webcam. Why not just select the?
Okay, yeah, select your webcam as your microphone.
Yeah,
you have that option.
Yeah.
Might want to try turning up the dB gain on the microphone.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
so much advice. He's gonna be just lost.
He's like, "Fuck this! It's not worth it."
Fuck this! Fuck these guys! I'm out.
Okay. I've been exactly where. Yeah, that's what helps me all the time.
I've got the best idea ever, Josh. Can you just move your mouth and then we will talk for you?
God no.
You don't want that,
Oh,
Josh. You really don't.
Hey, I love Bob. He's the best guy ever. I love Bob.
Hey, Midnight, can you hold that sign back up?
This one? Right,
Yeah,
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, I found something ridiculous. Check this out. This is the one I saw and I thought it was hilarious. What was it? It was titled.
All right, I'm gonna share your screen with everybody. There you go.
It was titled "Call Me a Space Cowboy." Look at this! Look at this!
Oh my God!
Holy Moses!
Oh my God!
Look at that! That's a Mossberg 464 SPX in 3030.
Oh,
that looks like something you would own.
No, I know better than that. I know better.
Teddy Roosevelt just rolled over in his grave.
Why are we watching Midnight play with his meat?
Well, because that's all he does.
Cool.
Oh, listen to this. This Winchester 94 clone by Mossberg has been a modified, customized internally and externally by Snipe Custom Arms in Central Kentucky. Basically, they used it for whitetail. They've had the lever action reworked. So
There you go.
But I'm sorry. I don't care how much work you've done on this. That's ugly. Awful. That is awful. Anyone watching, don't ever do this to your lever action gun. Ever.
Yeah, it does look wrong. I mean, it really does.
Oh yeah.
I mean, maybe if you're making like a space movie and where the Starship Troopers are down to like their last rifle and that's all they've got left, yeah, that's cool for that. But don't ever do this to your rifle. That's wrong.
I could see that on that show. What was it called with space cowboys and the old ship that were flying around? Oh, what the heck was that movie called? Firefly.
Oh yeah.
That could be a Firefly gun. Yeah.
Tactical mare's leg.
Right.
Yeah, just cut the stock off of that. There you go.
Hey, I got an idea, Josh. Do you know how to share your screen in this Hangout?
Or do you have a mobile? Why don't we try? I mean, if he has a smartphone, why don't you go on the mobile? Hell, I'm on mobile right now. What the hell?
If you see on the top left where you hit the chat button, right below it's a green button that says screen share. You see that? The top left of the Hangout. There you go. All right. So what I want you to do now is go click on the gear icon above there. All right. So
Select
you
that
have
drop-down box.
built-in. Go hit
Built
the.
in.
Go to the built-in microphone.
Press save.
Hit save. Now try to talk.
Reset the hangout. Press
Yeah,
the
go ahead
reset
and
button.
yeah, go ahead and click on the link up top in there and just hit enter and refresh it. We should be able to hear you talk. Oh, you lost it. I'll go ahead and put the link back out there again, Josh. Whoops,
But-
that's the wrong link.
For anyone that wants to see that again, there you go. There's the link there. There is the link out on GunChannels if you guys want to look at the Abomination again. But I don't care how much that guy is asking for that gun, but it's not worth it.
See you, Bob. Thanks for joining us, bro. Have fun at dinner and enjoy your P250.
Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna. It only takes me about half hour to eat dinner. And
I probably won't be live in a half an hour, but I'm sure we'll catch up on lobby chat or something else.
sounds
But,
good.
hey, thanks for having me. Thanks for coming in, bro. Appreciate you.
Glad to have jumped in. Good times.
Absolutely, man. All right, Josh, you getting pissed off yet? All right, so screen share that bad boy one more time for me, if you don't mind. We're gonna get this worked out. I promise you.
He's got to be drinking by the time we're done.
Oh, he's already drinking. You haven't seen him been drinking his beer?
Oh, was that beer? I didn't see that.
Yeah. All right, so go click the settings icon again. Okay. He's got a FaceTime HD camera. Go to the speaker icon, the third one down. Click on it real quick. Click on default. And then go up to the microphone and click on default also. And hit save. And then try talking real quick. Nothing. I got nothing. Man, yeah, the only thing I can think of is if you're really wanting to, and he's gone, I guess. Oh, he's still here. Okay. You can end the screen share now if you want. Try the other one. I mean, if you want to try the built-in on both of them also. I wish there was one that if your webcam had a thing you could use as a microphone also.
Hey, Josh, in the side chat, can you tell us what version of Windows you're running?
Oh, that's a good one. Even Phoenix says on the right side of the Windows volume slider, right-click on the Windows volume slider, select recording devices. The bottom right on your make sure your speaker isn't muted. You see what Sean's saying right there on his is under the sound tab under microphone. Make sure that everything's it's not muted or anything like that. It's all good to go. Let's see here. We love. I know you've been working hard. Let's see here. Nightwolf says tell him to check his computer volume level. Yeah. What's up, Travis T? Nothing. I mean, we're just kind of hanging out. We had nothing to do this Saturday afternoon. There was really nobody live after Rick, and we've been going live now for a while and just kind of hanging out and having a good time. If you want to join in, you're more than welcome to. The link is. I'll put the link into the chat actually. So I know that's usually a taboo thing to do, but like I said, I know most people in here, so
There you go.
just kind of hanging out.
Worst case scenario, you can do this.
What are we doing here? Oh, yeah.
He does know a little sign language. That was pretty good. A little bit.
It's the universal greeting.
I don't think that's a greeting.
No, he was saying midnight's #1.
That's not
I
what
am.
that means.
It does in my world, bro. In the kitchen, it does.
And Josh, the other option that you can try is, if you want to, you can go onto the YouTube chat on your cell phone, click the Hangouts link on that, and you can do it on your cell phone. You don't have to use a camera in that way, but you will be able to talk by plugging your headset into the cell phone. You should be able to do that. If you want to, you can do that. It's up to you, bro. I'm just trying to help you out.
You just have to be careful because when I click the link in the chat, it won't work. You have to send it to me, and I have to punch it. You know what I mean? So depending on what kind of phone he has.
Post the short link out in the chat.
Josh, when it all goes to hell, just blame Midnight.
Yeah,
What do you need a short link?
A short link here. I'll show you.
Thanks a lot, Phoenix.
You're welcome.
The short link, the one right here at the top, right next to the.
I don't know. He's beating his meat or something.
The icon. It's that link that you copy, and you're supposed to paste it or give the link out. Don't use the one on the taskbar. No, don't use this one.
Don't use that. Use which one now?
Use the one it's on the far left. It should have a little person with a plus sign on it.
Yeah.
Click that one, and it'll give you two options: a link or a way to invite someone.
Oh, okay.
Get the top link and post it out there.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
That's the short link.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right, so there's a short link in the chat. There you go. Try that one. See, I learn something new every day.
Oh.
Travis T says he can't join now. He's got sugared up kids in the truck. All right.
Oh, no,
I understand.
not sugared up kids.
Understand.
Okay, which is worse? Sugared up kids, slap happy Midnight, or slap happy Ghost? We're talking, that 8-hour car ride Ghost.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm an angel.
Yeah,
I'm an absolute angel.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, a fallen angel.
Yeah, probably.
It all depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for an 8-hour ride of food, go with Travis. That's best. If you're looking for an 8-hour drive of carpool karaoke, that's probably me. If you're looking for an 8-hour ride of carpool karaoke of Justin Bieber, then you go with the kids.
Oh.
Just saying.
Oh, yeah, the kids is the worst.
Josh has that determined look on his face like, damn it, I'm going to beat this thing.
I think the problem is he hasn't had enough lubricant. He needs more beer.
Yeah,
that's the same look he has.
He's going to have to drink much, much more.
Is this a new computer to you, Josh? Have you not used it?
That's the same face he has when he's looking at porn on the computer.
Oh, is that what?
So angry. So angry.
How would you know? Is that the same face that you have?
I hang out in his computer all the time.
Oh. Why? That sounds just weird.
Just something to do,
Nothing else to do, huh? You're not busy enough as it is?
Yeah, right?
Do screen share.
Say what now?
I said porn is the exact reason we don't let Night Strike screen share.
Oh, no.
No, that's not me. That's Flippy.
Wait. You mean someone actually did that?
Flippy actually did that, and G-Webs yelled at him for it in the lobby chat.
See, it's one thing when I'm making shit up and joking about it, but someone actually did it? Damn.
Yeah, G-Webs yelled at him for it.
Cannot hear you, Josh.
He's like,
unplug your headset completely and just try to use it without the headset and without the plug. Just try talking that way, maybe. Nothing. Damn, I thought that might work.
Okay. Josh, do the whole screen share thing again.
Actually, Night Strike is an IT software guy, so he might be able to help you walk you through this.
IT hardware, but regardless.
Whatever, dude.
Screen share.
Tomatoes, tomato.
There is a difference between hardware and
Click
software.
click the gear. Click the gear at the top, in the middle.
The settings gear, yeah.
Click the camera. All right. Okay, you only have a FaceTime camera. All right.
Oh, so this is your phone then?
No, it's probably his.
Or is FaceTime an Apple?
I think FaceTime's an Apple thing.
Okay, all right.
Is it a
Oh,
Windows?
he's using a Mac. That's his whole problem.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, he has to be one of those elitist bastards that's using a Mac.
That's the problem.
Okay.
Here's what you do. You format the hard drive. You install Windows.
Josh, I just want you to know I wasn't saying that to be mean to you. I was only saying that with love.
You guys talking about macaroni? Macaroni and cheese?
No, not at all.
No.
Oh, okay.
So he's using a Mac. Trying to use that with Google Hangouts is interesting in itself.
My old
Do you have a tablet that's not Apple? No, everything's Apple.
Even your cell phone?
His cell phone's broke right now.
Oh.
As he says, his grunt ass broke it. Are you a Marine, Bo? Semper Fidelis, brother. Are you in right now? Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Yeah.
Okay, since you're using a Mac, I'm going to spitball here. Go into your system preferences in the Mac OS operating system. You know how to do that, right? Nod your head, yes or no.
Well, he did say he was a Marine.
Hey! I'm giving him some doubt because he's using the Mac more than I am.
Goes for me too.
It's like, open your system preferences from the Apple logo in the top left of the screen. 2, click on the sound icon in the new window. Okay.
The only thing I've ever done with a Mac is install Windows onto it.
3, select the input tab on top of the window.
He's screen sharing now.
Okay.
Ghost, click on his thing so we can see the screen.
I did now.
Nerd Strike, the one who strikes nerds at night.
Input. You want to select input.
He did.
He's gonna make noise. Hey, click show volume in menu bar. Let's see if that works. Anything?
Try talking. Huh. Do output, not input.
No, input is the microphone.
Oh. Play sound effects through the headphones.
Try removing ambient noise reduction.
Huh? Oh, on the input?
Try unchecking the ambient noise reduction.
On the input?
On the
Yeah,
input.
just in case that's filtering it.
Could be, yeah. No.
Nope, nothing.
That's strange.
Okay, Josh, I'm spitballing here, but after all that, just try rebooting your system.
Well, it shows that the microphone's picking up something. So
It is picking it up. That's what I'm saying. Is that's why I was saying maybe check the output.
This is stupid, but has he unplugged it and plugged it back in? The microphone?
I'm sure he has done that.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah, I would imagine too.
So.
All right, I'm gonna take you off the screen share. Pards,
Next time, use Windows.
Pards, you're always welcome to come join in. And I tell you what, if you can type in the side, where are you stationed at right now, brother? Guys, in case you were wondering, that's one of our finest right there. I'm sharing my screen right now, and yeah, bro, that's a Marine right there. That looks like you're living in the barracks, aren't you? Much better than they looked like when I was living there. But Camp Lejeune, oh God, I'm sorry. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Lejeune, but Native California, you couldn't get Pendleton, bro. What's up?
Oh,
I want to
God,
say
you're
this
from
real quick.
California? I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, they did, man. But thank you very much, brother. Appreciate what you're doing out there for us. Cheers, Semper Fi, bro. Yeah, tell everybody over there we're thinking of them, and hope you guys are safe, and hope you guys aren't deploying anytime soon. You're staying at home, staying stateside. So if you do, be safe and let us know where you're going. And for real though, thank you for what you're doing, man. I appreciate you.
Thanks, Josh.
And guys, is there anything going on out there? Let's see here. Harry Stalu, what kind of beer? I was going to ask you that. What kind of beer is that you're drinking, Josh? Hold that up to the camera real quick. Voodoo Ranger. It's an IPA. I got you. I got you.
He has to be all fancy.
That looks like that would light your ass on fire a little bit. So
I never understood that IPA shit.
He said 7%. That'll do it.
Hey, Patriot in the Dark out in the chat says, "Are we there yet?" No, Patriot, we are not. We're not there yet.
Let's see here.
It might
Kilo says he's thinking of making his first video. He just changed his mind. That was way over my head. You don't have to get on if you're wanting to do a live chat, then let me or Night Strike or Clover or any of us know, and we can walk you through it off air so that you can do it if you want to. I'd love to help you. If you're just going to shoot an actual created content, you don't have to go live with it. But if you're interested, let us know, and we can get on a hangout and invite you to it, and we can walk through it off air to where no one's seeing it. So it's up to you. Let us know. What's up, Gary? How you doing, bro? Let's see here. I missed a lot of stuff when we were trying to help Josh out, but let's see here.
I thought you had to have 100 subs to do a chat.
Oh, do you? I don't know.
No, if you have 100 subs, you could do a live chat from mobile, from your phone.
Oh.
And you can do it directly from YouTube. If you have less than 100 chats, you have to have a separate encoder. That's what I did when I started. I had an app called Wirecast. So you open it up in the Creator Studio on your phone, and then you send it to Wirecast, and you actually broadcast through Wirecast. But now, since I have 100 subs, I can do it straight from my phone, or straight from YouTube on my phone.
Okay, I found out why his headset isn't working with Mac. In order to use Google Hangouts and get sound with Mac, you have to have a USB headset and not a 3.5 millimeter jack. So you have to have a USB headset.
Not saying to go buy one just to hop on one of these chats, but
if you do in the future, you can get them. They're not. You could literally go to the nearest Walmart and just pick one up.
The best way to start out might be once your phone gets fixed, just using your phone and just use like your earbuds or something that you know, use those because those will work probably.
Yeah, I bought a set of Bluetooth earphones for mine that work great.
I would recommend not getting another iPhone though.
Well, that's just because you're
Yeah,
biased.
yeah.
No, I do
Yeah.
Samsung. I use a Samsung, but
Is that pink?
no, it's just worn out a little bit.
It's totally pink.
It's lightish red.
You want to come find out how pink it is, bro?
I'll bring the beer.
Whoa, that got ugly in a hurry, huh?
Yeah. No, Phoenix knows I'm just messing with him.
You ever watch Red versus Blue?
What is it?
It's not
Red versus Blue.
lightish red.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
It's basically a rendition of two guys playing Halo. You know, one of the old Halo games.
Yeah.
It has the red Halo guy and the blue one. That's what it is.
I got you.
Josh
Josh actually said he almost bought a Bluetooth headset today, but he passed it up. Damn.
Hey, Josh, listen. I went through 4 Bluetooth headsets and took them back until I found the one I'm using now. It's an LG I bought at Walmart. I can't remember the model number, but if you want one, it works really good. And the microphone's really good. Most of the time, the microphones are garbage. So if you're interested, if you're interested, Josh, give me shoot a comment to one of my videos, and I'll reply back with the model number if you're interested. If not, then whatever. Huh?
What are you doing?
It's Chilean sea bass.
Sea bass. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
Man.
Human flesh for Hannibal Lecter.
Was it
That's
mildly ill-tempered sea bass?
It's a Chilean sea bass. This is like $25 a pound, brother.
Yeah, good on you. Just don't screw it up.
So, did I see up there, Josh? You can just shake your head yes if you want or no. 3-2, that 3rd Battalion, 2nd Marines. Fantastic, man. Congratulations on that. You know, obviously you're 21, so how long have you been in so far, bro? There you go. Corporal? Yep, I was Corporal, so yeah.
Obviously 21.
He's drinking a beer, brah.
And you waited till you were 21 to drink a beer?
No, if you're under 21, you're not drinking beer.
He waited until he was 21 to do it on camera.
Fuck you, Phoenix.
This kid can go and fight for our rights, and get shot at and possibly killed, but he can't drink a goddamn beer at 18. You know?
Now, when I was in, you could drink on base at 18, but it was literally just on base. I don't know if that's changed or not.
When I was a kid, you could drink if you could raid somebody's garage.
He said it changed.
No. I'm saying that you could drink legally on base.
Oh, legally?
Yeah. I mean, like you could go to the E Club or whatever and drink at 18 years old. But I don't know if they've what they've done now.
It should be, but that's beside.
Now you couldn't go out of off base and do that, but on base they did allow you at 18. Since, I mean, they had the same mentality I did. If you can fight for your country, then drink a freaking beer. You know.
I've never understood that. If our people can go and die for our country,
Yep,
yet they
absolutely.
cannot drink legally. What the fuck is wrong with that?
Yeah, that's one of the dumbest things anybody has ever proposed in their life.
If they can go out and fight and give their life for our country, we won't even let them drink until they're 21.
So Josh says now you can't drink on base if you're 18 unless you're overseas on base. So, you know.
Well, then you're subject to the laws of that country then.
Well, no, because you're on sovereign property in the U.S. I mean, if it's a military base, then that's sovereign land, you know.
I'm just picturing a pair of MPs running around with a breathalyzer now.
We were coming back from downtown San Diego on New Year's Eve, and we were going to go on base and stay at a buddy of mine's place because it's closer than going back to my place. And we pull up to the front gate, and we're all hammered. We're just like, all right, everybody just be quiet, shut up. Let's get through the gate and get home. So we pull up, and it's obvious we've been drinking, but the MP was like, it's New Year's Eve. He didn't want to be working there either. So he's at the gate, and he's like, what's going on? We're like, just going back to my buddy's place. And about that same time, my buddy, whose place we're going to, just destroys and just starts throwing up all in the back seat of my car. And the MP looks at me, and he goes, how far does he live? And I said, right over there. And he goes, get there quickly. And we took off. And I was like, oh, of all the time and places you got to throw up right in front of the MP, dude. Come on, man. And his wife was so pissed. Like, she made him stay up till 5 in the morning cleaning up our car. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, when my grandpa was in the Marines, he had been promoted and demoted a couple of times. He one time he punched an MP, one time he stole a Jeep, all drunk.
Punching an MP is bad enough, but stealing a Jeep would not be a good idea.
Yeah, he was a troublemaker, man. He was a troublemaker. But you know what? That's why I got the Marine. I got a little bit of Marine blood in me, man. He was.
Well, he must have done something right, because if he wasn't very good at his job, they would have kicked him out. You know.
Yeah, he was a loyal man. He always was. He was honest and he was loyal. But he was on Guadalcanal, man. He was a.
Oh shit! Really?
He was an amazing man. Yeah.
So he saw the real stuff.
He was there after the worst of it, but.
He came there after the Navy finally helped us out a little bit.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Josh gets that,
and that's
that's fucking squid.
That's where that story I was telling you about when he was relieved of his post.
Yeah.
And the man that relieved him, my grandpa's best friend was killed. My grandpa had watched duty that night on a tower, and he was so upset that they relieved him. You know, obviously, he was actually boyhood friends with this man that got killed. They were best friends. He was so upset they relieved him early, and the man that relieved him was killed by a sniper that night. You know, and that was one thing. When I heard that, I'd never heard that story until I was older. And when I heard that story, it's something that makes me, every time I see one of you guys in uniform, I think of that. You know, it's what you guys do is amazing.
Well, I mean, you know, it's one of those that, yeah. Thank you. We do it. We do what we do. You know, it's what it is. And but yeah, you're right. I mean, like I said, every now and then, I don't like it a whole lot, and especially when people come say thank you for your service. I just try to, oh, thank you, you're welcome, all that. But every now and then, yeah, it's cool to, it's cool to hear that, and hear thanks every now and then. And coming up here in a couple of weeks, we got the Marine Corps birthday on November 10th, and then Veterans Day on the 11th. So if you're going to go up and thank anyone on November 10th, go try to find a Marine and wish them happy birthday. If you just say happy birthday to them, they'll get that, and they'll appreciate that. November 11th, Veterans Day, go find a veteran, just say thank you, bro. And that's all you got to do. And walk away. Don't try to have a conversation about them serving, because most veterans don't want to have a conversation about their service. That's not why they served. But just go up and say thank you, shake their hand, and walk away. And that means so much more than anything else. So, yeah. Appreciate you saying that, though, man. I just appreciate it. And grandfather was at Guadalcanal, which, if most people don't know, what's up, Jared? What's going on, bro? You're about 2 hours late, but welcome. But people that don't know about Guadalcanal, it's one of the famous Marine Corps battles where we were literally dropped off and had overwhelming odds against us in surviving, and took care of our shit. And in Marine Corps folklore, it was a very, very famous battle. And just having your grandfather being at Guadalcanal is mad respect. So that's awesome.
Yeah, he was a pretty amazing guy. I get choked up talking about him,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's good shit.
He was a depression kid, Ghost, and now you can understand this one. The Army didn't want him. The Navy didn't want him. My grandfather went in the Marines at 6 foot tall and 98 pounds.
Holy cow.
Oh, shit.
He was from a very, very poor family.
Yeah.
and they didn't want him. And his best friend was like Johnny Football. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
6'2", 220 pounds, quarterback, all star. They went into enlist together, and they told my grandpa no, even during the war. They said no, there's no way, you know. And his best friend said, well, if you don't take him, I'm not going in. And they said, well, what the hell do we care if you die? I guess basically, you know what I mean? Like, what do we care if you make it? You know?
Yeah, sure. I understand.
And they let him in, and he made it through. Amazing.
Josh, I don't know if you heard, but Midnight Range, the chef there, his grandfather was at Guadalcanal, and that's pretty badass. And I was trying to explain to everybody out there what Guadalcanal means to us, because that's something in Marine Corps folklore that is big time in the history of what we do. So, but yeah, that's pretty awesome. Your grandpa was there because there were a lot of guys that didn't make it out of there. So the fact that he did and all that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. Amazing. That's why I always tell people, if you have somebody in your family that's military that has seen action and they're willing to talk about it, talk about it. Because if you don't, you will regret it. Because it's an amazing.
I don't think I've ever really talked about a lot of the stuff. I talk about where maybe I've been, but you're not going to find too many guys that are going to talk about most of that stuff.
That's why my cousin sat down with my grandpa one time and did a little question and answer thing, and he talked about it a little bit. And after my grandfather died, I wish I knew more about that part of his life. You know.
Yeah, my grandpa was a captain and tank commander under Patton in Germany, and unfortunately, he died when I was 13, before I was really old enough to understand what that meant and all that. But I asked my dad later on in life, what all he would talk about, and even my dad said that through all the years, he never talked about the war. I mean, every now and then he would have one too many and would talk about a little bit, but he never really talked about the war. And I think that especially the World War II guys and Korea guys, I think that's how most of them were, because they literally were joining up when they were 16, 17 years old, and they did it for all the right reasons. And they weren't big on the egos and all that. I think that that's really what they did. It was for American pride. And I've never really been around a World War II vet that really did talk a lot about it. So I think that was just maybe a generational thing also. I don't know.
My grandfather didn't get to serve in World War II because he had ulcers.
Yeah.
But before that, he did do a lot for the country because he was part of the Civilian Conservation Corps.
Okay, yeah.
He was part of the 3 Cs. So he did a lot, and he built a couple parks and whatnot for the 3 Cs.
Yeah.
And, took part of that because, my grandfather died when I was right after I got out of high school. So, but, I had to do a report on the 3 Cs one time in high school. And, I went and talked to him, sat down with him, and he told me all these stories about the 3 Cs.
Yeah. Rich White, 1%. The 1% is in the house. What's going on, my man? Let's see here. Did I miss anybody else that has come in without my knowing it? I think I did say hello. Jared's my hype man, dude. I love Jared. Thanks, bro.
I'm gonna have to bolt, guys. Thanks for having me, Ghost.
Hey, thanks, man. I'll see you later on.
With your fish.
Later, man.
Yeah, I will. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, guys.
I mean, I know it's not the military, but it did help the country. So.
Yeah. Rich says his grandfather tried to lie about his age to enlist during World War II. His great-grandfather found out, went to the recruiting center, and dragged him back home when he was 14 at the time. Just think about that. Just think about where you were when you were 14 years old and think, would you go down to a recruiting station and volunteer to go to war? I don't think I would, honestly, at 14. That's awesome. I mean, just the fact that he was willing at 14 years old to go over there, which is
Ghost.
awesome. Yeah,
if you look back, that kind of thing happened all the time.
I know it did. I know it
Primarily
did. It was a
during the
generational
Civil
thing.
War. There's a lot of that going on in the Civil War as well.
Yeah, yeah, I understand that.
And then
But
there was the Spanish-American War, and then there's World War One where that happened.
I understand that it has happened a lot. I'm saying that I don't think I could, at 14 years old, envision myself going down to the depot. I mean, I was scared shitless when I was 18 going down to the depot and enlisting. But at 14 years old, knowing that you're not in peacetime, you're in wartime, and you know what your future probably is going to be. And for a 14-year-old to do that, it's pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I would have done it. As a matter of fact, I know I wouldn't have done it at 14.
You got to look at it.
I was chasing tail and playing sports at 14 to care enough about defending my country. I'm not gonna lie.
You got to look at it from his perspective, and during that time, of which serving in the United States military at that time, more so than any other time, was it was something that it was very not so much not everybody was loyal to the country. Okay.
Yeah.
And everybody thought it was an honor to serve for the country instead of now where people, you know how people act these days. But it was an honor at that point, and everybody when a war broke out and our country got attacked, everyone wanted to go and do something for the country. Everyone wanted to go out and fight because they didn't want they didn't want the chance of us not having enough people in the military and then having to fight on the mainland.
Yeah. Well, I think at this point, the only thing that we've seen in the last, well, I mean, a while, because they weren't flocking to sign up in Vietnam.
No,
But I would
Vietnam had
say
its own
that the
problems.
closest thing we've seen around lately is immediately following September 11th. I think you saw a pretty big influx of enlistings going on right after 9/11. So
right, and we've already talked about that, and I don't want to get into that one. But
no, I'm just saying that's probably the last one.
That was the last one where people actually wanted to.
Hey, I'm
serve
going in, for American pride instead of other reasons,
Not so much American pride, but to it's not American pride. I would say it's more loyalty than anything, for loyalty and honor.
I think that would be considered American pride. That's just me, though. Just saying. No, but you know what I'm saying is
you could say nationalism too.
Nationalism. So. There you go. But I think that there is something to be said when that happened, because I mean, if I remember, there were like NFL players and I mean, like famous people that were literally. I think Pat Tillman was an All-Pro safety for the Cardinals, dropped his entire career and joined Army to be a Ranger, and unfortunately, I think he was killed in friendly fire. But I mean, he dropped a multi-million-dollar a year contract, the life that people would dream to have. Dropped it. It said, "I'm going to go join the Army so I can be a Ranger," and that's something that you don't see until there's a tragedy. There's a Pearl Harbor or a 9/11. You don't see that, but that was a pretty special time because I had just gotten out in '98, so I was actually still within the time frame they could have called me up, and we were a little nervous there for a while whether they're going to call me up or not, and but they didn't, obviously. But that was cool for me because just getting out a few years prior, and then seeing this mass influx of people going to enlist was pretty awesome because it's not an everyday thing that someone says, "Hey, I think I'll go join the military," and
I don't know,
and those numbers.
Promotion.
Well, they were also paying good bonuses. You're correct, but still,
I know. But it's just my grandfather. He was in the Army because he got drafted for Korea. He didn't go over and fight in Korea itself. He was mainly working in the supply warehouses in California, shipping all the supplies over to Korea.
Yeah.
So. I mean, but
Phoenix said all he did was go through MEPS twice. Why would you go through MEPS twice? Did you not do well in the ASVAB the first time?
No, I did really well in ASVAB the first time.
Oh,
but
okay.
I qualified for an ingrown toenail. Shit you not.
Are you kidding me?
Navy. By the way, it is really hard to take a piss with 2 Marines watching you.
I don't know what you were doing, but I don't want to know. I don't want to be an accomplice to anything.
Don't ask me why, but when you go through MEPS, they've got fucking Marines in the bathroom watching you as you fill the cup, dude. I want to know who those guys
when I was doing my initial, when I was doing my physical right before I actually flew out for boot camp at the MEP station. The person that checked my hernia was a female Navy doctor, talking about being weird when you check it for hernias. You're 18 years old and you've got, this woman doing that. It's interesting.
Interesting, like being in a room with 20 other guys and your skivvies.
Yeah, honestly, God, the whole part of all of that stuff and taking a shower in boot camp in these like communal showers. Pards, you got like 15 minutes to shower and shave and write letters and do all that. So at that point, you really weren't worried about, at least I wasn't, if there were other guys in the shower with me. So for me, I guess it wasn't a big deal. I can't speak for, anybody else, but I didn't have time to think about all that. First of all, you're just happy not to have someone yelling at you for a few minutes of your life. So you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna go take a shower, and we're all just sitting there getting water on us, and we're just like, oh, this is nice. No one's yelling at us right now. So the showers are actually pretty good for me. So and I'll tell you what I did a lot of times also is I would if I was gonna be on fire watch that night, I would actually request the last leg of it, so I'd be up an hour ahead of time for that, and I go in and take a shower during fire. Like I tell the guy, hey, wake me up half an hour before my fire watch starts, and I go in and take a shower at like 4:30 in the morning. Come on at 5, and then I'd have the last shit the fire watch, so I was up and ready to go. So I didn't have to worry about that shit. But that was me. Some people didn't want to do that, but I mean, it was all good.
The second time I went through MEPS, I was lying my ass off.
Really?
I have to say this, Phoenix, you attention whore.
Dude, I flipped the car over 6 times, landed on its side.
No.
3 weeks before MEPS.
I'm saying you're an attention whore because I just got an email of CloverTech thanking you. Okay? So, there you go.
Why is CloverTech thanking me to you?
Huh?
He meant it went out to all his Patreons. It was a Patreon post.
Yeah.
When he posts a Patreon post and says thank you to so-and-so, it goes to everyone.
Yeah.
So it's not just me in particular.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I'm just still calling you an attention whore, though.
Yeah, Yankee just dropped another one. I don't know what it's going to be. It says calling out all channels, but is anybody here getting tired of it? Or is it just me?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
It was fun for a couple days, and then we got like 30 or 40 subscribers. That was cool. I don't mind that.
Right.
But yeah, I'm not tired of it yet. But I really have to scrutinize what's being said these days.
He's just firing them off too damn fast. So it's like
that's my whole thing is
Well, maybe Yankee found a way to put a bump fire stock on a revolver.
Oh, dude, they had these bump fire devices at the gun show. They were selling for $50. They were 3D printed.
Oh yeah,
I use this one time.
I don't know how many times it would work, but
no,
it can't be that many. I promise you.
I've actually got a bump fire stock that I could print out on a 3D printer and work just fine.
This wasn't a stock.
No, I'm not saying that it wouldn't work. I mean, you wouldn't be able to use it that many times,
No,
it looked like it was made by Glock because it was like a perfect square device.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny seeing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they 3D printed that shit.
Well, boys and girls, it is 6 o'clock Central Time. I just got on here to say what this up and say hey to everybody, and we went for a couple hours, which is maybe even longer than that, which is awesome. We still got 27 viewers. I mean, I'd hate to jump off now, but I kind of have to. But guys, might fire one up later on, or I'm sure. I think Clover's going to fire one up. I want to go ahead and go through the room. Um, let's see here. Man, we had a bunch. Let's go ahead and go through the room real quick on the YouTube side. Man, we had a bunch more. Right now, I think it's Squib, Sean, Philo, Foulmouth, Jared, Hemi, Patriot, Pacini, Callanan, and a Red. But there was a bunch of them at one point. On the gun channel side, let's see who we got. G Moon, Ohio 45, Patriot Pinch, Roth, Robbie, Night Strike. Let's see here. So yeah, still we have 27 watching right now, which is hilarious. Thank you for watching, guys. But this was kind of a little Ghost Talk live. Get together in the afternoon and talk whatever. What's up, Squib? Nothing, man. We've been here a couple. I was just hanging out. I fired up a live chat to see what the hell's going on, and it is what it is. Thanks, Michael G. Appreciate you, brother. We just kind of talking. People coming in, and we went all around the spectrum today, just hanging out. But this is what I enjoy doing: is just hanging out, talking, and general stuff. Other than that, yeah, you've got. I want to say thanks to Clover was in here earlier. Bob was in here earlier with his new SIG P250 that he got in the mail. So he was a happy little camper there. I want to say thanks to Midnight Range, other Travis. He was actually at work making sushi and still joining us on the chat. But he had to check out. But I want to thank Phoenix. Thanks for being here, bro.
Yeah, no problem.
And thanks for the Patreon support, man. I really appreciate you. Night Strike, thanks, Joe, for being here. I'm not going to call you Joe. I'm just going to call you Joe. So if I call you Joe, you know that I'm trying not to call you Jonas, but it's a lot easier to say than Night Strike.
No, I prefer Night Strike.
I understand you prefer Night Strike. I'm calling you Joe.
Don't call me.
Don't call you Al. All right. And guys, I want to put them on the screen real quick. You might not know Josh Aguirre. Am I saying Aguirre? Is that correct, Josh? Am I butchering it? Kinda Aguirre? No, I don't. Fuck no, I don't know.
That sounds
All
even worse, dude.
It's probably a lot worse. I'm gonna go with Josh. How about that? But thank you, Josh. He's a Marine right now serving, and he is in his barracks at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. And I want to say thank you for joining us. When you get your audio stuff figured out, I'd love to have you on anytime. You just let me know, and I'd love to have you on anytime. And thank you, brother, for your service. We're praying for you, and Semper Fi, man. Peace out. Guys, thanks again for joining us, and thanks for watching. And we might be doing a carpool in the next couple of weeks when I'm heading to Tulsa, so that might be something to look forward to. Anyways, Ohio State just pulled ahead. I'll be damned. I had money on Penn State, so it's all good. We'll be all right. And yeah, Enrique, what's up, Enrique? Josh, that is a good thing. I should feel bad about this, but I don't know if you're familiar with GunChannels.com or not. Okay, if you are, hey man, if you want to, when you guys are out there and you want to listen to some live lobby stuff every day, go register on GunChannels.com. It's free, bro. And a bunch of us hang out over there every day. So if you want to do that, we'd love to have you. He says he has the next couple of days off, so probably will be soon with the headset. Yeah, hit me up. We'll get you on. And like I said, welcome. If you come to join Gun Channels, we'd love to have you. But yeah, bro, thank you for everything that you do, and Semper Fi. Let's see here. Sean says he's got a sudden desire to watch Full Metal Jacket for the billionth time. I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
No,
but I love me some Army also. That's some good stuff, man.
No, Apocalypse Now.
That's Apocalypse Now. What do you? Huh?
I love the smell of napalm.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Arlie Ermy is Full Metal Jacket. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, Gunny.
That's some good stuff. That there's about 20-30 minutes of that movie that is pretty damn good. But guys, I want to thank everybody for coming in and watching us and enjoying the fun. And it's been a great little Saturday afternoon. I appreciate it. Appreciate everyone joining who's been in the panel. Until next time, Semper Fi.